Good evening. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen again. Hi, Steve. How are you? Just till they finish at about 9:30, and then I'll move to the back into my normal spot. And there you go. That's the link pinged. Yeah, you know what I mean. The link in there anyway. Oh, pardon me. So Chris has been actually managed to get out today. Been out with drone, blew a few cobwebs away. You know, we didn't go too far. He went where it, well, tried to go where it was flat and all this palaver. Now he's walking like Quasimodo. And my exact words to him before he went were, "Don't go overdoing it," because I know what he's like. But anyway, it got him out to arse. And yeah, blew a few cobwebs away, as they say. So for some reason, all my forehead's all red. I've not been, yeah, felt a bit all day. So it's the reason probably why I'm, you know. Anyway, so what has anybody got to tell me? Oh, no. You know, what you've been up to, what you've been doing on Facebook anyway, Steve. Have you been naughty? I saw a few of your posts. But yeah, I've put a few in the group. Let me just have a look. Just for, you know, the comedy value. Okie dokie then, Amjad. Yeah, this one I thought were very yeah. Gary, just to the right time, Gary. That was Warrapurink group. Camouflage doesn't always hide everything. He's got a little bit of a split in his pants. Yes. This one I thought were good as well. The bone, the chew toy, and treats aren't a problem. Getting your testicles back will pose a challenge. Hi, Johnny. Okie dokie then, Johnny. I've just been putting a few things up on thing, you know, testicle related. This one, yeah. Make a gingerbread house for Christmas. Let me know if you want the recipe. I thought that one was good. Wonder if anybody will message me for recipe. But anyway, they were just a few that amused me today. You know, as you do. But yeah, I thought that one with guy with splitting his trousers, yeah, I couldn't help but chuckle to myself. But So obviously they're watching the football. I think they kicked off at 8:15, so they should be done round about, I don't know, 9:30, and they're 1-0 up away at Millwall. So there you go. But as per usual, I've not done a deal. Same as I say, I felt a bit. But I'm here. So, handing the reins over to Richard tomorrow night. So, and when Callum said to me this morning, he said, he decided what you're making for next week. I says, yeah, I've had it planned out for ages. He says, what are you making? I says, quick and easy Christmas pudding. He went, ooh. I says, and Christmas pudding. Hi, Tamsy, how are you? I've had this for a couple of years now, Tams, and it's sort of, you can't really wear it in summer because it's right thick, but it's not a jumper, it's a t-shirt. Oh yeah, weren't that today? Anyway, so yeah, so it's like when it's when temperatures dipped a little bit, and I don't want to get too overheated, I I bring this out, so it's sort of, it's quite baggy t-shirt, and yeah. Thank you, Tamsy. Anyway, so going back to when I says to Callum, I says, eat quick and easy, microwavable Christmas pudding. And he would go, ooh. I says, I know you don't like it. I says, but I've been saying for years, every year, that we're going to make your dad one. I says, well, now I am. And then I says, Christmas pudding cookies. And he went, oh, they don't sound very nice. I says, well, when you know what's in them, I says, you'll think they're nice. I says, because they've got dark chocolate, milk chocolate, dipped in white chocolate. He says, oh, that sounds all right then. I went, like, I need your permission to what I'm baking. I says, I make decisions, Callum, not you. But yeah, you ought to see in his face when I told him I was making a Christmas pudding. I mean, I don't like Christmas pudding, but I'm still making it. Because we don't like it, I haven't bothered making it. But I've said for years, year after year after year, that I was going to make Chris one, and now I am. I'm going to, make him one. Well, you see, you don't put the well, you do, but you put minced meat in it. You know, the sweet minced meat, this kind of thing. You make it using this. So yeah, so you make it with that, and you put marmalade in it. Where's that? Oh, right, it's here. See, that's it, Tamsy. Quick Christmas pudding. Oh, no, thank you. And yeah, you put that mincemeat in it, fine shred orange marmalade, 200 grams of molasses cane sugar. Now, I've looked that up, and it's a dark sugar. So basically, I've got dark sugar anyway. Well, anyway, you put marmalade in it, 4 tablespoons of treacle, which is like our golden syrup. Ooh, just got back from swimming. 3 eggs, 4 tablespoons of whiskey. Chris says, oh, I'm liking it already. It's just the fact that it's got whiskey in it. 100 grams of butter, frozen and coarsely grated. Well, you weigh your butter out, you chuck it in the freezer, and then you grate it. Self-raising flour. And yeah, you just basically grease a 1.5 litre size bowl and put greaseproof paper inside it, and just like basically chuck everything in a bowl, you know, get a good mixing until it's completely mixed, and then you put one of these circles of greaseproof paper over the top of it, put it on a plate and whack it in microwave for 20 to 25 minutes. Well, there you go. That's how quick and easy it is. And you know, you don't need oven, just whack it in microwave. So when I came across that, and I says to Chris, I says, well, you know, I've you know, been promising you like year after year after year that I was going to make you a Christmas pudding. I says, well, I am this time, definitely. But the good thing about it is, once it's cooked and everything, I can wrap it in cling film and put it in the freezer and get it out like Christmas Eve. Because that kind of thing can be frozen. So at least I think it can. But yeah, it's 4 tablespoons. You see, when I mentioned to Chris that it's got 4 tablespoons of whiskey, and he went, oh, I like it already. But it don't actually say whether you're able to freeze it or not, but I would imagine you can. So, homemade Christmas pudding, which only Chris will be eating. Did they lock me in the kitchen? No. It's just so, you know, all noise. Right, a lot of Richard.
How are we doing?
I said them lot are rowdy. That's why it does. It's just, Tansy says, did they lock in the kitchen? I went, no, but you know, they're rowdy, so that's why doors are shut.
Yeah, I bet they are. I take it they're winning 1-0
At the moment.
Oh, very good.
Tamsy's put, hey, digger.
Hey, Tamsy, how we doing?
Ooh, put facting in something.
Hey, g'day, digger. That's the old ding-a-ling.
The ding-a-ling. Oh, did you see them things that I put in group, Richard?
And what?
Them funny things in group. Did you see them?
I think I saw some of them, yeah.
Oh, I thought they were so funny. I'll show you. Here, camouflage doesn't always hide everything.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's got his Nakasaka cracker whacker hanging out.
Old Nakasaka cracker whackers hanging out.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, how we doing?
Oh dear. And then this one, it says, the bone, chew, toy and treats aren't a problem. Getting your testicles back will pose a challenge. Dog sat on Santa's lap. I just thought they were funny, me. Put them in group rather than putting it on my own page, because people that know me will probably think I've lost my marbles. Mind you, they wouldn't be far wrong anyway, but anyway. Oh dear, we're at it again. Oh. My giddy eye, just look at this.
What is it?
A woman with makeup on.
Ah,
Gone a bit awry, if you ask me.
ah. Hello, Tommy. How are we doing? Joined the club. I've been looking for my marbles for years. Yeah, bingo.
Hi, Tommy. Oh, dear. This is what I originally seen, and it says, brace yourself for the laugh out loud. Hang on a minute. Laugh out loud moments and cringeworthy makeovers that will make you grateful for your own styling. Look at that.
What are they?
That there, it's somebody's side, and they've got like things put in, yeah, piercings or whatever.
Oh.
But yeah. Ew.
Hey, Gary, you're off the naughty step.
Hey?
Gary off the naughty step.
No, not as far as I know. Hey up. Somebody's a rose. Prawn cocktail, Chris. Our biscuit don't like prawn cocktail. Well, he don't like Chris, so full stop.
Gary, I bet you smell questionable.
This one make me laugh. My look is like the bald guy who just won a comb. Oh dear.
Hey, Amjad, how we doing? How's my favourite nephew?
Oh dear. But yeah, some of the things you see, you know, I mean, some of the things, you know, we think, oh my God. And then another time, you think, oh God, that's funny. You know what I mean?
There's always Chris, everyone don't like, but when they buy multi-pack of Chris, those that just give to the dogs.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
where Bob
Chris and Callum, a fight over the prawn cocktail, Chris. Hey up.
Hey, good day, dude.
I know you live in New Zealand, Tams, but you know, you're upside down then for a minute.
I don't know how to do that thing when you're on your phone and you make it full screen. I don't know what to do.
You're making me dizzy.
I'm not even meant. Oh wait, if you hear anyone knock at the door, sorry, I won't do it anymore.
While you're on it, Tams, you just
I don't know what to do with you now. I don't ever.
Turn your phone sideways like that.
I don't know if it doesn't
turn it
always
like
work.
this.
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. That's it. That's it. You've done it.
Blah, that was horrible.
You have to
You're
say
like-
something, Gary.
Okay, so I literally slept in my clothes. I woke up like this. I'm sorry. And if you hear someone knock at the door, you got to tell me.
All right.
Because I won't hear them. But I got to pay. Look, I got all this money. It's not my money. I got to pay people. Not even my money. Do you know what I would do with all this money? I would be like, oh my God, shopping. I'd be shopping. But yeah, I've got to pay the people when they turn up. It's marijuana bill, okay? So you can judge me all you want, but you got to pay your bills. Can't
But
smoke
yeah.
weed for free. It doesn't work like that.
Gary says, is there a secret not? Yeah, it's.
You know what? You could do that. I still won't hear. I'll put a note on the door saying that I'm a deaf. I literally put, I'm a deaf cunt. Come round the back. Literally, I can show you. I literally put, I'm a deaf cunt. That's how we talk in New Zealand.
I wonder who person reading it think what they think to that.
As long as the police don't see it and think, well, why would the police come to my house? But I tell you what, if a fireman came to my house right now, they would arrest me because my house is. I'll show you a little bit, okay? I'll show you what I live with. How do I turn the camera? No, okay. Look at all these boxes. Look at it all. And you know what? It's only like not even a third. That's not even a third of my stuff out of my storage container. Like, what am I going to do? And people say, oh, just throw it in the dump. All right, you take your personal shit from your children and throw it to the dump. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me to throw my shit to the dump. I get mad.
Gary says
Really easy.
He's on the dunny.
I'm done it.
Oh, dear.
You're lucky I put a bra on. I put a bra on because I got to answer the door.
But yeah, send them over here, Gary, the prawn cocktail, because they'll soon wolf them down.
Yuck, you disgusting person. It's not even a prawn cocktail, it's a shrimp cocktail. Shrimps.
But there ain't no prawns in them, that's the thing. I don't know.
That's gross.
Prawn cocktail, because there ain't no
But
prawns in them.
But Jeanette, you've seen a prawn, what they call a prawn cocktail, and it's those little shrimp things.
Yeah, I love prawn cocktails.
Prawns have big giant legs and eyeballs and tails. Shrimps are like this big, and that's what you see on the fucking side of a fucking.
Anyway, so I like them with Thousand Island sauce and a bit of salad, and I think it's lovely, me.
Yeah, I don't do fish, but I could do the salad and Thousand Island sauce. Take the yucky fish creatures away. Put some chicken on there. Put some chicken nuggets on there, and I'm all in.
No shit, Gary. We knew that. I mean, there's not actually prawns in the crisps, so yeah, you know what I mean.
It's
But,
just you're talking about those big crispy, like they're like, oh, you put them in oil and they get bigger, and they're pink and green and I don't know what we're talking about. I thought I knew what I was talking about, or maybe I don't.
About crisps, you know, a bag of crisps.
Yeah, prawn crisps, chips, whatever you want to call it. I know what you
see.
get.
That's where we differ with Americans. Their chips are crisps.
Yeah, I just say chips, and I expect you to know. If I say hot chips, then obviously I'm talking about fries. But if I say chips, I'm talking about a bag of crisps. And saying crisps sounds so stupid.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you in on a secret. Richard don't like with eyes that are looking back at him.
No, I don't.
No, I don't like that. No, I had a white bait patty where my dad made a white bait patty back when I was a kid. And because you don't chop the heads off them, they're like little, and you got to have the whole fish in the patty. I cannot eat those fucking things. Yuck. Because it says egg and white bait, but it's egg and eyeballs. And buttholes.
Yeah, I mean, them white bait are like that size, aren't they? Them fish, them white bait fish, they're only about that size.
Yeah, they're like tiny.
Yeah.
Did you know once, Jeanette, some American person come over here? I'm not trying to pick on America, but they did. It was on the radio. I remember hearing it on the radio. And they come over and they thought that they could head and tail a white bait. What the fuck is left after you chop off the head and the tail?
Well, I mean, when I worked with my ex, we had a piranha and we used to feed it white bait. Dead, not dead. I mean, not alive, dead. And chuck it into the tank and it loved them.
And it did. But it loved anything. Yeah.
Even a baby piranha, it chopped it in half and ate half of its body.
Oh, can you get miniature piranhas, like little ones?
Yeah.
I would imagine so. You see, we'd had on for years, and
I
it's
would
just
love
growing
that
and growing
hole.
and growing and growing. And I says to husband at the time, I says, we ought to get another one, you know, so it's not just that in tank on its own. So of
Yeah.
course we went and got one. It were about that big, right?
Right.
That next morning, and it were floating face down, and half its body were gone. Other one had been nibbling on it. So obviously it were very territorial and didn't like another fish in tank. So
Yeah,
there you
well,
go.
some fish are like that, right? They literally will eat the other fish. We got two, when my daughter was a baby, we thought, oh, we'll get her some fish. So we got 2 goldfish. The one goldfish ate the other goldfish, but the one that survived grew for 12 years and ended up in an tank like this big, turned out to be a bloody koi fish.
Koi
It was
carp.
meant to be in a pond, but it was in this tank, and it just
Well,
got
that's
bigger and
what
bigger and bigger.
With this piranha, we got it when it were about that big, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and it were about this size by the time we put other one in with it. So obviously it were a bit territorial and saying, hey, this is my patch, you know what I mean? And it
Oh, Jeanette,
that next
Jeanette.
morning,
can I tell you, I found the queen. She's not dead. She's not dead. I found her. I didn't kill her.
What's
yeah.
on the other side? It looks like what's on the other side of that? Like an otter or something.
Look at my look. There's a 50. Look at that fancy money. We have fancy dollars.
Bloody hell! They're like
We
ours
have
with
them
40.
fancy because it's supposed to make you feel rich when you have them. I think. I don't know.
I don't even know where a
It's
£50 note.
I wish this was my money. I could go. Do you know what? I could go on the most cheapest. I could go to the cheapest shops ever and shop for like the next 6 Christmases with all this money.
But,
If I wanted to spend it on China.
don't
I've
want to
run out of
spend it on
alcohol.
China.
Well, that's what is at the cheap shops, isn't it?
Hey, Johnny,
If you go,
Hi, Johnny.
Johnny 5? Is that fucking Johnny 5? No, it's
Well,
not
I'll
Johnny
tell you about
5.
territorial fish and Johnny had that. Were it a catfish, Johnny?
Oh, I've had every bloody fish going. It's even in batter.
If I was going to come back as a fish, I'd come back
Yeah,
as a
it
bloody
was pouring
shark.
loads of fish in, and it were just eating them.
Well, that zebra catfish I had were doing that. So I got rid of them.
But yeah, I think when they on the
Catfish,
road,
have you seen how they catch
they
them?
get very territorial.
Jeanette, have you seen in the American shows how they catch catfish? They literally put their feet or their hands in the dark depths of the ocean or water, and then they just pick it up.
Oh,
Put their hand, basically.
That's what tickling, that is. When they
Tickling,
put
yeah.
It's just, it's creepy to me.
Tickling,
Don't
yeah.
be playing with shit you can't see.
Yeah. But yeah, that's when they tickle fish. It's called fish tickling.
Yeah, tickle it.
Yeah, they just put their hands in water, wiggle their fingers about, and apparently fish come to them. I don't know. I don't know how
Just
it's
very
done.
politely said, "Fucking go to bed."
Huh?
Jesus Christ!
It's morning. I can't go to bed.
You know
I
she's
just
up
got
your
up.
ass when she can harass you in the swimming pool.
I take it we're talking about Keena.
Yeah, swam to
No,
deep
right?
end to
We're not
escape.
talking about Tracy.
She has her fucking moments and all.
Don't, Johnny. Be kind. Or rewind.
No. At 9:30, it's my time. Fuck off.
Richard will tell you.
Bloody
All
hell.
Tracy
All right,
made us-
I'll give you all my money. Stop it.
Tracy made us laugh last
Hey,
night.
if I knew it that easy, I'd have done it ages ago.
Richard were asking Tracy questions, and you know how she's a bit mutton.
A bit.
Johnny's always fucking.
And he went, Tracy, can you hear me?
Yeah. we're like pulling teeth that way last night. Trying to ask Tracy things. You sat there.
It's because she's so used to listening to Johnny, she's learned how to tune out.
I mean, I love Tracy to bits. But yeah, Richard was saying something and he said, "Can you hear me, Tracy?"
And then Johnny says, "I can hear you, and I'm upstairs."
It was such a laugh though, weren't it?
Yeah, I thought.
I says, "You'll have to bear with it, Richard." I says, "'Cause she is a bit, a bit mutton."
I know it's not going to be ready in time for Christmas, but growing back quite
Chris
well.
says that this morning, and our Callum goes,
Fuck Christmas.
"Mutton?" He says, "Mutton, Jeff." He says it's slang for death.
Yeah.
If you'd have seen the look on his face when Chris said that, he's a bit mutton.
I'm a
Lots
little
of
bit
people.
sad about that because I'm actually deaf. What,
Oh,
do you think
Chris,
I'm a bit of mutton? Am I a bit of mutton?
Well, it's a bit
So
complicated
Tracy,
with
yeah.
Tracy.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
I
got
don't
mud
judge
flaps instead of
Tracy.
ears.
She's what?
She's got mud flaps instead of ears. You keep the mud out, but you can't hear fuck all.
I want to kick
Oh,
you
you
right
see-
now, Johnny.
You
Don't
see
talk
it
about
going
your wife like that.
Richard.
20 years of deafness.
When you see her going like that, she's trying to open her ear so she can hear you.
Yeah, she's not playing charades. Sounds
I
like.
mean, I've sort of got to know all Tracy's little foibles. and
Being
when-
an actual
going
deaf
like that.
person,
Yes,
you're all
yes,
being
yes.
rude.
My
You're all
brother's deaf.
being
My
rude
little
right now.
sister's deaf. My wife's deaf, so yes, I'm used to dealing with deaf people. Stroppy
It's a
ass.
hard life being deaf. Imagine, oi, shut up, Johnny. Imagine being
Imagine
deaf.
repeating yourself several fucking times just to get the fucking
I will
point
bite
across.
you. I will fucking bite you. Do you know how many times? Do you know how many
Hey,
times
don't
I
you
got in
start. They've
trouble?
all been that bit of it. You know?
Calm down, Chris.
Yeah.
I will stick up for the deaf
Right.
people because I'm a
Right,
deaf
that's
person.
That's it, I'm off. I'm off.
Now see what you've done, Tansy.
I'm sorry,
back.
Johnny. You know I love you with all my bosom.
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
no. Your delicate peaches will not bring me round.
You've not seen my peaches. Shut up, bitch.
No, but it will, Richard.
It always brings me around.
Hey, there.
Next I get to peaches at tin ones at cupboard. The man
You
from
know
down
what?
on the east says, keep your hands off.
I'll fucking. I'm gonna
Oh,
bite you in a
Johnny.
minute, Johnny. Me and you, we're gonna have words.
That's how he says I've got, tons of peaches in cupboard. Oh dear. He's not lying though, he has. Oh dear. You name it, Johnny's got it in that cupboard.
Yeah, you will never see as many tins in your life.
Well, I'm heading back down the valley on Friday and bringing up 20 litres.
See, that just goes to show. Sorry.
How's that
Tansy,
for a
Almost like
he's
statement?
got a dirty mind because it's a different kind of valley, Tansy.
Well, things do get a bit sticky down there, Tamsy, if you don't watch where you're stepping.
34 minutes in, we're talking about valleys and peaches and
Automatically, my mind will go the wrong way.
in England.
Hey, look, I don't normally mind going vertical, but not for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, you couldn't even do 5.
No, we're talking
I
about
beg your
peaches
pardon.
and valleys and
Well, I don't know.
Tamsy being a Kiwi, she's going all wrong ideas.
I make love. I'm not a one-man funky man.
I don't know whether it's a victim a Kiwi or just a horny old lady. I don't know.
Anyway, when he says he's going down into valley, it's on the hunt for
Oh,
spring water.
Well, if we're talking about what you're talking about, Tamsy, I have a tease made.
that doesn't make it any better. I'll give you some.
I can set how
you
long we're
took
having
it in the
nookies
right
for,
spot.
and then
I
when
can
it goes off,
bring
you'll have
some
to
water.
Yeah, the time's up after that point buzzer goes off. Hey, the question is, Johnny, did Tracy get a cup of tea before she got there
Yeah.
this morning?
Yeah. Yes, she did.
I gotta go get my chargers. Stay there. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, she's a gobbling tea's made.
Oh, I had a nightmare earlier. Absolute fucking nightmare.
Why?
I disconnected the batteries to change a bulb. Yeah. Shut the fucking boot down, didn't I? You can't fucking get it up with no electric.
Oh, shit!
Oh, you know what I had to do, Richard? I had to put one of the side panels out near the seat, unbolt the fucking hinges that make it do that. Well, unbolt one of them, slide it off the other one, and then, because you've got to spring load it in the boot, haven't you, to fucking get it to
All
pop.
that just to change
So I
it.
had to put my hand through like that, shining a fucking torch, connect the battery for a second, and flick the fucking boot up. What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
Arsehole. Look.
I was going to say all that just to change your bulb, Johnny. What are you?
What did you take back?
Oh, the minute I shut the boot off. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well, what did you disconnect the battery for? I don't get you. What was that for?
It's not only the bulb that I don't want lighting up.
It's only
No,
12,
they fucked about with it. I had to reset the radio and all.
only 12 volts. You could throw a car battery and it wouldn't do any harm. Apart from acid leaking out of it.
It's a bit of a bugger when you disconnect it and you boot it up.
Grumpy says, how many times did you say twat?
Yes, it's original Goblin Teas made. Yeah, I've rewired it and look, works perfectly.
Well, I don't know about twat, but they're probably the F word.
Oh,
Probably came out
fuming, fucking
time.
fuming. Thought for fuck's sake.
See what I mean? I don't know about
So I'm
twat.
thinking, how the hell am I going to get in the boot?
You don't have a
So
spare key.
I put my hand down between the actual seat and the bolster
And
part.
no electric, have you? Could you not, with the
No.
boot not open manually with a spare
No,
key?
there's no key. There's no key on.
Right.
Oh,
no
we're pissed
key.
off, Richard. Putting it fucking mildly. If Buddy had been in fucking garden, he'd have been drop kicked over. You just want to kick something.
Oh dear.
Never mind. At least I know how to get into the boot in an emergency now. Pop the side panel out and undo the hinge. I did it on the little seat, the little you get, So I just put my hand in right through like that and pop the bloody seat so it popped right down. And I put my hand through, connect it battery back up, press my key right quick. Never again. She's had her oil change now. Hold on.
All right, that's good.
I went for a pee.
Isn't it today that you're having it serviced, Johnny?
Yeah, it's done. Well, not service. I've done all the rest of it. They only have to change the oil.
What are you talking about? Your car?
I knew when he got the engine shield off, it fell on the floor. I thought, I fucking hope you haven't broke that. Oh dear.
Whoa, calm
It's
down.
wrecking toy.
Calm down, Callum.
Is that it? 1-0? Is it over?
Callum,
Are you
I didn't notice.
drunk?
I didn't notice you. Oh, Callum, I didn't notice you come in kitchen, honey.
What apart from
Are
me
you
wrecking
here?
toy?
Come in like
Why
a
did
herd
you
of
Coming to
fucking
let
buffalo.
mum out.
Yeah,
Did you come in to
Hang on,
let your mum
Richard.
out?
You should know our Callum by now. He's not twinkle toes when it's, more like
Right, Callum, answer the fucking question. Is it over?
Yes.
1-0, is that
You're
it?
not allowed to
Right,
smoke.
3-1.
Do you know what,
Yeah.
Jeanette?
It still took him to the top
Oh,
of the league,
God,
Johnny.
there's two of
Johnny,
them.
just to keep it the league the table warm for us, one day.
No.
Right.
You got one more.
Go the All Blacks.
Gary, I know.
Chris, they play Saturday, so I don't know when Leeds play.
Not bothered about Leeds.
Gary, I know you got your Sega
But
Mega
it-
Drive problem.
Are
Well,
you a
we tend to
footballer's
win with
wife,
more than
Jeanette?
one goal, you see, so there you go.
I'm just going to shut my camera and be signed off while Chris texts me what's me jigging.
Well, he's going to check your watch
Hang
in the
on.
jig.
Don't
Give me
come
an oil
right to
change.
me when you're wobbling about it morning.
Oh, we're going to be over about it anyway.
I got drunk.
Yeah, Richard, have the Bee Gees let themselves go?
Right.
I don't understand this.
I'll let you sort of keep the stream warm while I'm not
I'll keep it
no
warm.
longer than
I'll
about
keep it moist.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep
I like
yourself.
that word. I like that word.
Johnny,
So,
look, I found the Queen. Johnny, I found the Queen. Let's talk about that. I found the Queen.
she's there on the $20 note.
She's on our coins as well, all our coins. And people keep saying, people said that by September we'd start to have the king start to
We've
slowly.
already
even-
We've already got that wanker on notes already.
We've already got him. I'm
Do you
not
know
had a
what?
phone, you
I
know.
hope we never do. I think New Zealand was
I've never
all
wiped
about
my
the
ass on
Queen.
the 20 before.
Oh
Me-
my God, who would?
Queen.
I haven't seen him
I
on a
couldn't afford to
note.
waste money
Sam.
like that. I'll see you got. Is it paper money?
It's like plastic.
Plastic.
Like plastic. Yeah.
Oh, it's plastic. Yeah, this is plastic.
Polymer.
That's how they apparently stopped the counterfeit.
Yeah.
'Cause apparently it's a
Vegans
lot
got a bit
harder
annoyed
to
because it turned
counterfeit
out it's
plastic
fucking
money.
it's made of animal fat.
Do you know what? If I was to get my lighter and burn a hole in her face, I could go to jail.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to deface the Queen. But I used to know a guy who wore coins on his neck that he drilled a hole through his
Yeah, sounds a lot
through
like
the
that.
Queen. You rich motherfucker, look at all your money. I'm gonna give all this money to the man that comes to the door.
I'll fucking deck anybody tries to come to the door for my money. I mean,
Oh no, we have a drug bill, you know, like weed costs money. And so we just when we
Does
smoke
it?
a lot of weed.
does it? That's why I've been going wrong. I
No.
don't pay for mine.
I wish it was free and I'm not allowed to grow it or anything because I don't want I won't let Nick grow it here because I don't want to
Grumpy!
get
Grumpy! You
arrested.
don't know me well enough to make that assumption.
You're supposed to fold them in £100 bundles, Johnny. Then you look like a proper shady man. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
gonna be rolled up. Johnny, you gotta roll it up
together, then
into
you
like
fold
a
the
little
fifth
ball
one
so it
over.
looks like you're a gangster.
You put 4 together and fold the 5th one over. That's what I do, and they fit in your
You know,
wallet.
back in the day when we were young, we used to do this.
I go
No,
for
this is
5
just
minutes and it comes out at Woodwick that Johnny's a rent boy. I've only been gone 5 minutes.
You've been gone so long, Jeanette. We've established that Johnny's a gangster. He's got more money than the Queen.
About
What?
If it's
Well, I have got more money than the Queen, actually.
actually.
I have got more money than the Queen because she's fucking dead.
I know. That's where I was going, Johnny. Thank you. You picked it up. I was going there.
That's what she were alluding to, in other words, Johnny.
I'm more worried about fucking what Grumpy's alluding to.
What did you say, the gropers?
I
The
always
gropers.
say, and I say this about Chris, if he were, a man of the night, on street corners and whatever,
Man of the night.
50p and expect 49p change.
Oh my God, Chris, I bet you would too. I see you sticking your little head in.
So, excuse me, what can I get for £3? A fucking poke in the eye.
But yeah, they'd feel sorry for him, and
Jeanette, I'm
He
going
He
Right,
says
to
to me, what can I get with 20p? I said, mugged.
I'm going to go to the herbs.
If you can get a carrier bag, you can't put out in it, but you can buy a carrier bag.
Well, no,
So
if he's gonna-
20p in
no, if
the
he's
UK
gonna
is like
back for
20
life,
cents,
Johnny,
right?
Yeah.
They're a bit out your price range.
Well, everything's out of my price range at the moment.
I have to turn off the camera because I have to weed the garden.
I says, a bag for life is at your price range, and Chris says, we've got one at Endit Street.
No, that's a flag for life, not a bag
But
for
keep
life.
on, lad.
Oh dear.
No, I've just bought 3 bears from Build-A-Bear. That fucking cost me enough.
But if you don't know the story, Grumpy, there's this woman.
Would you like it to
Not
have
actually in
a
our house, as it's, you know, on Main Road, but it's first house as you go round corner, right? And she's a spitting image of Vicky Pollard, and Johnny knows because he's seen her.
Yeah, she's a bit rough.
Yeah.
Plowing a bit of grass.
We got about 10 Vicky Pollards on my street. You should meet
We
them.
had the shit gate as well.
Oh, God.
That were all caused by it.
She's
Flushing nappies down toilet. There was shit
No,
everywhere.
You're
I'm not
fucking
kidding
kidding
you,
me.
Family. There was shit everywhere.
A nappy. I don't even. Oh, this stuff you just don't put down
we're
the
not saying
toilet,
she's
mate.
rough, but she's swallowed more semen than the Bermuda Triangle.
But yeah,
So she's a right fisherman.
they were.
Yeah,
I,
she got
I'm
more
gonna say they were. Honestly, I'm not exaggerating. There was shit everywhere, and the
I think
tank,
I remember this. This was
the
about a
tank
few months
driver
ago.
that came to unblock. Well, we've got like you know them great things, not great. Yeah. Anyway,
Mano
so we've
covers.
got one at Endoraro, and they priced it off.
It's
and it-
like a septic tank, but not. I know
well,
what you
anyway,
mean. It's-
so they took lid off of this this thing, and it just went. It was like
Oh.
Kilimanjaro, but it was shit everywhere. And somebody come knocking on our door, and he says, "You might want to go out there." He says, your car's covered in shit. Literally.
All the back.
And could you like get insurance or anything for that? Because
Well,
that would have had
what happened, Tamsy? Chris went out, and he says to tanker driver, he says, "I hope you're clearing all this shit up." And he went, "Oh yeah," he says, "we've just got to go and fill the tank back up." And they get him like hosed it all down at toes, all rode down and everything. The
would've had-
shit was a flowing that day.
Oh, so that would have been like all over your house, all over your car.
But as
I mean,
look at
everywhere.
it, where that grate was, it was like a banking. So as soon as it went off, it sort of went oozing down banking. So in that
You know what
respect,
though, Jeanette?
we're
What's
all
gross about
right
that?
in firing line. Where that
It's one
grate
thing to have your family shit everywhere, but to have every other person in the street shit, that's a whole nother fucking. No,
anyway,
man.
Chris went out and he had to give tanker driver a bollocking. It weren't his fault. And he says,
Oh, you didn't have the eyes out there, Tams.
honestly, Tams, even with the windows and doors shut, it smelled rank.
I am moving.
It smelled
Yeah.
rank.
My sister's always eat some milk.
Oh, it wasn't that like summertime for you, Jeanette? I'm pretty sure if I remember the story,
No, it was
was
summer, weren't
still
it?
Yeah.
It
hot
weren't.
weather.
You imagine it. And even with all
Right.
doors and windows shut, the smell was horrendous.
It was disgusting.
You,
I don't know why,
you
but it's
imagine
frozen.
all the shit that had accumulated. Oh,
Well,
Anyway.
it's 10 for 10. I knew
Oh,
we'd get
yeah,
onto
I'd
shit at some
imagine,
point.
all right.
the
Yeah,
end of the,
other
the
people's
the
poo
tanker
even.
driver- You've seen the size of them tankers, haven't you? They're massive. They had to
Mm,
go and fill
Yeah.
it back up with water. It was that bad.
yeah.
Yeah,
We've got a
Oh,
shit
yeah.
tanker locally that's called Couches. Couches poo, it's called. Anyway, the worst thing you can even be is behind this dude on the motorway because he's broken down so many times. People have been covered in shit so many times by this particular old guy. He's so old, I don't even think he maintains his truck. Poo's leak. You can see the poo dripping out of his little hose. I feel like it's illegal, but he's so old, I think that the government just lets him be.
Well, according to sources, she was supposed to be moving out by Christmas, but she's still there.
Kids are been
We haven't seen no kids.
Yeah.
What's he
Especially-
doing?
Because she's the only girl in the village.
What's he doing? Driving around with a wagon full of shit in the first place?
Probably just emptied somebody's septic tank.
No, it's probably just gone
There's
from
a lot
that
of-
auction I've been ordering off.
Dude, that's New Zealand. There's a lot of septic tanks around. There's a lot of
Right.
people that are full of shit. It's a full of shit country, all right?
But yeah, I mean, not to say that she's got a bit of reputation, but she's got about 7 kids, and I think they've all got different dads.
Let me guess. And she doesn't have a job, and she literally relies on the social.
Yep. Hit it on the nail there.
Mate, I am not perfect. I'm on the social, but I have a bunch of sickness shit going on.
Not
Once
saying
I
she's
get
a
my
slapper, but
beautiful
her family's on
smile,
Deliveroo.
I'll be off it.
Yeah.
2025 is your year,
But
Tams, isn't
people
it?
that just literally do that have kids just to get more money. Pardon?
I said
And, she's got a little girl, and she must be only about 3 or 4, and her name's Bella. And
Oh, what a sweetie,
no,
Bella.
Pretty
That
little
just
twat.
shows. I think if you name any child a beautiful name like that, they're going to grow up
but
beautiful.
this is the thing, Tamsy. She goes around knocking on people's doors, and if somebody lets her in, she'll go in.
Wait, does she do it at dinner time? Because I used to know a family like that.
Anyway, so this particular day, I mean, this is how we found out the name of the child, is because we heard people shouting and we're saying, Bella, Bella, where are you? And she'd got in somebody's ass. And no, you know, and this is how easy it would be to abduct her, because, you know, she's very trusting, and she'd, you know.
Yeah. Which is not good. You shouldn't raise your kids to be
Oh,
that trusting.
Hey,
Not,
that's no.
not this day.
When Richard visited, I nearly ended up taking her home with him because she were there at front door with him,
Yeah,
and didn't know Richard from Adam.
yeah.
Oh, that's that's really bad to raise your child like that, though. How bad is that? Like, it's 2024. Don't raise your children to be that like. All right, be a little bit trusting of people you know, but
But this is the thing, Tamsy. She couldn't give us stuff where the kids are, so long as they're not under her feet, and that's what. And
Nah.
I've always said, I said a long time ago, yeah, she's a pain in the arse, because when something don't go right or don't go her way, she screams like a banshee, right? And I said, even before this thing where they were looking for her, I said,
yeah, she screams,
gonna go in
service by
somebody's-
clitoris.
she's going to go in somebody's ass, and she's going to pick the wrong door to knock on, if you know what I mean. Because nobody knows, you know, the neighbours, so to speak, do they? And you don't know who's on estate.
I do. I've only got one.
oh, she is. That's the thing. She is, because her mum should have taught. Her mum should have taught stranger danger. In 2024, you can't just let your kids go knocking on people's door. You can't just let your kid run around in the cul-de-sac. Like, it's not that world anymore. It's not our world that we live in.
On the flip side, Tams, I think she's so starved of attention or an affection that she's looking for it. You know what I mean?
She's getting love from elsewhere. Yeah. I can understand that.
Jimmy Savile,
Being that kid, back in the 80s, it was okay to go knock on the neighbour's door.
I mean, things were so much
Well,
different.
what that is, everybody
This day
from
and
80s
age,
turned out to
anyone
be
could
fucking
take
people.
her.
You know, when we were kids,
Shut up, Johnny.
go
I'll
out
fight
and you
I'm
knew
not a
that as
pedo.
soon as the street lights come on, that would take your time to go indoors. And you know, we weren't afraid that somebody were going to pick us up or snatch us off at streets or whatever. And
No, we weren't. It was so
time to change, you know what I
normal
mean?
to be. Yeah, kids were taught to be outside. Like where I come from, if the sun was out, you were outside.
Exactly.
And you were on the street. You were doing your thing. When the lights come on, it was time to get your fucking ass home. Except for me, I was in bed by 7:30 because my stepdad hated me. So
Yeah, 'cause back then the worst
I
thing
had
that
to
could
be
happen
home
to you is
before
you got in a
then.
fight or something. That'd be it, really.
But yeah, you know, our things has changed since, you know, collectively.
Yeah,
we're
because
all kids,
now
you know what I
oh, I
mean?
can't get this shit to stand up.
It was so different
Yeah.
back then when we were kids.
It's just a different
know.
world now. It's a different world that what you lived, Jeanette, is even different to what I lived. Like our generations are all different.
You know, we used to
But over the
we
years,
used to grab a
it got
fishing net. We
scarier.
used to go down to, you know, down a field, and there were a pond, and you used to go, you know, getting frog spawn and stuff like that, and you used to take your little
Cat
fishing,
bowls.
you know, your little fishing net, and come back with what do you call them? Bulrushes, all sorts. You couldn't do that nowadays because you don't let them out your
We
sight.
used to collect cockabillies. Do you have cockabillies in the UK? Those little tiny, I don't know what they grow up to be, but we said little cockabilly things. They're like maybe the little tiny prawns before they become prawns.
Anybody see my search history? And I'm searching for cockabilly.
Don't look at my search history.
Cockabilly.
If I'm looking for cockabillies, I'm not looking for the bugs. Don't look at my bug and search history. I'll get arrested.
Right. Virgin Media are very understanding.
I don't know. I think Jeanette's search history could fucking raise a few eyebrows. She probably looked at stick-on ones.
All right, I'm struggling to keep my phone to stand up.
I've got one here.
Right, the bottle store's open. I should order some alcohol. Oh, I can't because I put my money in my bank. I gotta wait till fucking 1:30.
I think I've got a couple of beers left in the fridge.
I don't need any beer. I'm pretty fucking wasted, to be fair. All I gotta do is probably get a glass of water so I don't become a leper.
Well, it's coming up with a fish. Is it a fish?
Yeah, it's a cockabilly. It lives in the river. It's like, I don't know what it grows up to be, but it's this little sea cricket. I call it a cricket, a cockroach, I don't know.
Kelly.
Lives in the river. And they grow up to be fishes, I think. But we used to catch them because there used to be in this river we used to go to. There'd be so many.
It's
And it was
a
just
freshwater fish.
a novelty.
Night.
Alid.
Hello, cutie.
Okay.
Hello.
Night. Say night.
You should have been in bed like 6 years ago. What are you doing up?
He's going now.
The only thing that I've found of them, look.
Yeah,
That's
like
your dog, by the way, not me.
if you see, I don't know what they grow up to be. They're just a little thing that when we were kids, we'd take our little ice cream container or a jam jar or something down to the river, and we'd try and catch them for no purpose at all, just to catch them. We didn't use them for fishing or anything like that. We just stuck them in a jar and then forgot about them, and they've died and whatever.
I went to a bigger pool today and I did quite a few lengths at pools, so my legs are like fucking bad.
Chris went out with his own today, John.
I'm 43, nearly 44 years old, and I still can't swim.
I won't say in the fucking tidal situation I've been much caught, but I can swim.
But yeah, Chris went out.
I mean, I can do that.
I
Dog
swim
You
like
do
that.
this.
Oh,
I
my
do
arms
that,
are
but I
aching from
can't.
doing that. Jeanette,
But if you're drowning, I can't save
I've
you.
just got flashbacks. My arms are aching from doing that.
Well, don't worry. I'm quite inapt at swimming and rescues and everything, so I'll rescue all of you.
But you can save us all. Thank God. At least someone can
Chin
bloody
up.
swim around here.
From
No, I
behind.
can swim. I can swim.
But anyway, so yeah,
The swimming they teach Keena is totally different. I swim like a frog. You know where you just kick your legs out in like a triangle and then you...
oh yeah.
Johnny
yeah,
Five, you know
That's
how
what I
much
would
money we
not to swim.
spent?
Keena
Well, I can
swims
do
like
more.
that.
We
can do
spent
backstroke.
hundreds of dollars.
Breaststroke, free, you know, what's it? Even bloody butterfly I can do.
You know when you chuck your baby in the water when it's a little baby? I paid for those lessons. I was paying for my daughter to learn to swim since she was a little thing you throw in the water. And still to this day, after hundreds of dollars and years of swimming lessons, that motherfucker can still only do what mum does.
Well, you see, that's what my dad did with me, Tams. He just threw me in. And it were either partners. It rather one
I
of these
can't see the chat behind you.
either sink or swim. You know what I mean?
He's
Yeah.
a big guy. I do
very early
float
age,
quite well.
even in infant school, I would go in swimming.
I could just float like that on my back, just like that. Not
Yeah,
moving.
I love the water, Jeanette, but I cannot swim. My stepdad, when I was like 6 years old, my stepdad held me under the water. He thought it was fun at the pool.
Yo,
And
Dr.
it
Smith.
stopped.
Hi,
Oh,
Dr.
my
Smith.
mum was trying to teach me to. My mum was trying to teach me to swim, but my stepdad was an evil motherfucker, sadistic, and he held me underwater for ages, and like to the point that I panicked and I inhaled so much water and everything that I was scared of the water for years.
Yeah, it
But,
put you off. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
you water in your lungs,
And
don't you?
anyone, you know how you go to the pool, right? And there's teenage boys and teenage girls, and they're all like trying to drown each other. That will freak me the fuck out. I can't be in a pool with that. Like, it
No.
just freaks me out.
But you
And
see,
I love the sea, but I don't like crabs.
you know, in a bad way, my dad didn't just, it was one of these cases where, you either take to water or you don't. And so, as I say, from an early age, infant school, I was going swimming and all
Yeah.
sorts.
Yeah, and
couldn't
drowning
believe
is a good incentive to learn to
Yeah.
swim.
But anyway,
My mum was trying real hard to get me to swim and be confident, and that happened that day. And ever since then, I'm
yeah,
like,
but
nah.
it took all that confidence away from you by
Yeah.
holding you underwater.
Because I'm
Yeah.
6 foot odd, I float quite well, actually.
I hope I've got 2 flotation aids, Johnny, so I don't.
Hey, yeah, now I can just lie on my back. It's so good.
Mine's at the front, so it kind of like, it's like a...
Look, I've already got
Like
floating
that situation.
devices built in.
Hey, oh,
Built-in
these
floating
are my
devices.
floating devices.
I know, right? We're already safe.
I've got built-in boys.
Hey, at least you can let that at sea, Jeanette. You've got a couple of beacons there. as well.
But yeah, I've got 2 buoyancy aids, you see, so I'll never drown.
I think I'm at buoyancy age. I hope so. Otherwise,
But yeah,
I
I mean, even from a young age, I've always loved swimming, loved water. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
it's so good for your back and your hip,
That's the
Richard.
thing. I
swimming.
love water,
Really is.
Jeanette. I love playing in the water, all that stuff. I just can't do
I spent
swimming.
about an hour kneeling down, taking fucking car apart today. So,
yeah, the
have you
plonker.
have you been going swimming, Richard? You go swimming?
No, I haven't been for years.
Well, I'll tell you something to help your hip.
Yeah.
Floating in nice deep water, and you can just stretch your hip out and it just feels
But you
good.
see, when I with my arthritis, the doctor, well, she did prescribe it, but she referred me to aqua aerobics.
Yes, good for your lungs.
But that's good
And
for your
everything.
joints as well.
I've lost
Have you
my
done it?
goggles. I need some new goggles, mate.
Yeah, they give that to people with osteoporosis, arthritis, osteoarthritis,
I mean, you'd be
and,
surprised it were quite popular.
lung issues as well, Jeanette. Like if you've got breathing issues, apparently aqua aerobics is a real good way to make your lungs better. All that
You
shit.
get a
But
better
mate,
capacity on your lungs
who
to
wa-
breathe with
I
the
want to
tension
go
of
to the pool
water.
to have fun, not to fucking do work.
But I mean, it all depends. I mean, this is the thing.
I wear this big leotard thing like a WWE wrestler, mate.
Oh my God, Johnny. And you would be like big giant man with this leotard on.
You know, you've got instructor on outside,
man's
standing
one,
outside at
my
the
iPod
pool, and all these people doing these aqua aerobics. We used to have a right laugh because predominantly there were, the older woman, there were a few blokes there, but, predominantly there were older women. I don't remember that.
You know why the old blokes were there? The old blokes were there to see
Yeah.
stuff.
Mind you, having said that, Chris went with me for moral support.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Imagine
Tina,
having
that's the
moral
half of
support.
leaving it full. I swim to deep end me to get
I mean,
away.
if you did, I mean, I mean, like, you know what me and Chris are like. We were absolutely pissing this then. You know.
Do you know, Jenny, I won't go in a pool now. Ever since we went to Kiwi 2 one day, and this Asian, I'm not trying to be racist, but this Asian boy had like chicken pox. I don't know what he had, but it's literally head to toe, covered in pussy, scabby shit, jumped in the pool, and ever since then I became aware of this. It's literally a soup. It's just a big giant soup of other people's gross, and I pee in the pool, so I imagine every fucking one else does. Imagine how much piss is in the pool.
We've got a visitor.
Oh,
Hey, I'm Dad.
Hey, how's my favourite nephew
Is it
doing?
my Amjad?
Yeah.
Oh, ew, Amjad, ew.
Hey,
So if I go swimming with you, Tams, I've got to avoid the orange circle.
Yeah.
hey, up, Tams. Can you remember what Yorkshire saying I said to you the other day?
Yeah, who's pulled that
I
Lucas
wrote
in the
it
pool?
down. No, I can't, but I wrote it down.
And Johnny.
It's
I'm
upstairs
from
in my
Yorkshire, I
book.
don't need to write
I
it down.
haven't practiced. No, tell me, Jeanette, because I forgot.
Well, this is Johnny to a T, as tight as a duck's arse.
Oh, that one.
That's it, tight as a duck's ass.
Well, you know, Tams
It's
is
like
her
with
own
the duck's arse.
version, but
See,
yeah.
do you
Hey,
know what?
Richard, while I was getting my
Jeanette,
car fixed, he had a
you're tight as a
reduced
nose
table in
cunt.
motor save. You know what I'm like?
Sorry, Amjad. Sorry,
So
Amjad,
now
for
I've
my
got one of them
bad
new
language.
condensation things you put in your car, and the triple adapter for cigarette lighter. £3.25 for thing for your dashboard, and £6 for triple. Well, it's quadruple actually. Charger for a car.
This is the thing. If Johnny sees it reduced or on for sale or on sale, it can't, you know, it can't pass it up.
I like that one.
That's
Tight
like
as
the
a
other
camel's
night
ass
he's
in a
on the bloody,
sandstorm.
the shit he brought on his auction. Like, dude, do you need any more stuff?
Oh yeah, I had to pay a tenner delivery. Thank God, it was just a £10 delivery.
That weren't bad then, Johnny.
No.
Hey up, you
Oh,
had to Tams's version, partners.
Why just go to the op shop?
They've sent me this Thursday's auction catalogue. It is just a load of shit in this week.
I said, "Told you, didn't I?" I says, "I'm looking
Unless
at
I want,
this.
unless
It's
I
all
want about
right."
5 foot, unless I want a 5-foot wooden eagle.
No, keep away
Oh,
from
I'll
the
just
eagle.
go weird one.
What are you
Away
going to
from
do?
the eagle,
Where's
Johnny.
Tracy?
You know, this is a weird for sale thing. You know what they're selling? It looks like the top of a bloody gravestone. You know, the big Celtic-like cross. The
What?
cross that goes like that. It's literally the top of a fucking gravestone.
Tamsy, just
Oh
tell
my shit!
just tell partners you're saying when we says tight as a duck's arse.
She's had a drink since then.
It's tight as a nan's cunt.
Oh,
Tight as a nan's cunt.
There you go. That's all the way from New Zealand, that is. Sorry, Amjad.
Alright.
It is.
Amjad's been
Yeah,
watching us
sorry,
for years. He's
Amjad, for
heard
my
way
bad
worse than that.
lingual language.
I'm going to say he's been watching us long enough, haven't you, Amjad, to know that, yeah.
Since 2019, October.
If
I've been
you could
watching
shock
now.
Amjad, he'd have been gone by
I
now.
can remember you, Amjad. I think I met you in Lucy Luxor's, or God, the Good One. That's where I first ever
Correct.
saw you. That was a
Correct.
long time ago, buddy. I've been on the internet officially 6 years.
She
It's
called me a
only 6
fake ass
years.
friend of the fucking
Have you
little bitch.
gone back to college then, Amjad?
Tansy,
Oh,
Lucy
Jeanette,
Luxor
that-
called me a fake ass friend. What a bitch.
She was the fakest person on the internet. Look at her
Huh?
boobs, for God's sake.
Yeah, I did go back today.
And
Yeah, anyway.
how did you get on?
Did you like it? Did you, what, you go
I go to
back
college.
today, or you've been, I don't know
Well,
what time it is.
it were work experience, weren't it, Amjad?
I was supposed to do experience today, but then they told me to start next year. So I went to college today. I just helped out in the college today.
Oh, at least you're back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In January.
How's life in your house? You're back in your house now, aren't you?
It's absolutely
renovated?
amazing. I'm just
He's
in.
got his
Yeah.
own room now, Tams.
Yeah, I've seen
Shall I
your
do a sneak
treat
peek?
jaw. You should do a sneak peek.
What?
Go on.
Shall I do a sneak peek?
Go on.
Just a
Go on.
sneaky one.
Sneaky.
Yeah, for Christmas,
Oh,
he's
you
getting a light
naughty
bulb.
buddy.
When it's going to come round.
For Christmas, they're getting him a light bulb.
Hang on.
Don't be a
He's got a
I
skylight.
can't help it,
Ooh.
man.
Skylight.
Johnny.
Look at that. Hey, Amjad, you've even got a double bed now.
well, there we go.
Very nice. Hey, the mirrors are handy.
What a weird window.
Have we got a
And
have we got a snack drawer accumulating? Amjad, oh,
Yeah, I want to see what you got in here.
Amjad's snack drawer.
Oh, Terry's got Terry's chocolate orange.
MJ
Annie
is the only
balls,
one I know
wine,
that can
love
open
them,
the top
Amjad.
drawer and not be embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know.
I used to love them animal biscuits.
they're the festive ones.
I'm knocking on window now,
Oh.
Dad.
Do you like my
Oh,
clock?
Knocking on window.
Oh, look at that for a posh charging thing.
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
one of
the
those
Google
light things? Oh my gosh.
It's
You're
the
fancy.
light, but it's also a phone charger as well. You just put your
It's-
phone on top and it charges your phone.
It's a
Oh, what a
Bluetooth,
fancy
it's a
bed.
Bluetooth speaker as well.
And a Bluetooth speaker. It's actually got two.
Wait, here's the other one. The Google.
Google.
Ooh.
Hey Google,
Oh.
who's Jeanette?
Does it do
Oh,
your
hang on.
washing?
Hey Google, who's Jeanette Pickering?
According to Wikipedia, Jeanette Pickering Rankin was an American politician and women's rights advocate.
Hi, Crypto. Hi, Gordo.
Hello, Crypto.
Did it
Oh,
all
Gordo.
right
Gordo
running?
wants
Hello,
to know,
Tim.
Amjad, does it make tea like Johnny's?
What?
I must admit that when it was actually boiling the kettle, I could hear it before the alarm went off.
But, I mean, the amount of times he's had that boiling and it still makes him jump when it starts buzzing, when it goes off.
But on a full kettle, it'll do my big cup and Tracy's cup.
Hiya, Tim. How are you?
Hi,
Oh,
If it's
Tim.
a small kettle, it is
What do
very,
you mean? Like it
very,
literally
very
just
hot.
makes.
Very
Does
hot.
it pick up the kettle and pour
No,
the kettle?
no,
What do
hang on
you
a
mean?
minute. Hang on a minute.
Is it for you?
You're making me weirded out.
Tansy, this one's for you.
It steams out the kettle into the teapot.
Amjad. Help, Amjad.
No, one more. Hey up, Tansy.
Help. I love it. I
God,
love
that's a
you.
good mate.
Oh, you just like you. Mwah.
This is
Okay,
this is similar sort of thing, right?
that's the same one.
Right.
Exactly the same.
So you can set your timer, and that's your teapot with black knob on it.
You black knob.
That on the other side
The
is your,
only bit that stops your skin melting off.
yeah, that thing with black knob on. That's the teapot, and the other side is your kettle bit. Right. So you fill the kettle with water,
People are getting lazy.
and then start it off, and
I got it for a fiver though, Tamsin. I just had to rewire it, and they're not
I don't
cheap.
care, Johnny. Do you know how I make a cup of tea?
Johnny.
I can't see.
You seen how much that one's going for?
Can you read it out? 'Cause I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
2,110 and 45p.
Double that, New Zealand
Oh, yeah, I
dollars.
like a bit of black knob part.
Black
Oh, it's a famous
And
one,
black
Tamsin.
knob.
It's a famous one. Stevie Wonder peed in it accidentally while we were stopping in an hotel.
Oh, because he couldn't see.
Ooh.
I don't care. Why could you not just put water in your kettle, do what
That's
normal
the
people
kettle
do.
thing, and as you can see, it's like got a pipe.
Because Tamsy, it wakes you up, it lights up the room with its lights, yeah, and makes you a cup of tea at the same time as you wake up. You can't fucking go
That's
wrong with
the
that.
kettle, and then
Well, if it's fucking waking me up, it better be making me a cup of tea.
as it boils, the water goes down that pipe and into your teapot.
That is rather loud, though.
That's just the kettle bit.
I heard the percolations
know.
before the alarm went off.
I just feel like technology's made everyone lazy. I make a cup of coffee
No,
even,
this is from
the
like
same
the
way as I
50s.
make a cup of tea.
This is
You
from
know,
like the
I have no
50s and
fancy
60s.
gadgets except for a jug. I fill it up with water, turn it on, and then guess who's got to make the coffee? Me. Guess who's got to pour the water?
Oh, I've got powdered
Me.
milk. It's all good. Got powdered
There's
milk.
nobody magic button that makes it come out.
I'm sending
I can't
Tracy
even
to Terry
justify
Stafford.
buying a coffee machine.
Eh? I've got the square kettle downstairs for that as well, you know.
With black knob on it.
Doesn't count if you don't use it, Johnny.
Look at that.
I didn't know it was for it. I looked at the bottom of it, it said Goblin. So I thought, oh, that's the same one. That's the
That
same
one's a
maker's
posh
one.
one, isn't it?
Wrong with you and the goblin.
And me and my black knobs.
Oh,
This
Well,
is
black
that
knob, you
You know
and the
what I
goblin,
need?
you'll be all right.
Well, when I
need
first
a
got it, I did a
machine
live
that
tea
sets
bagging
my
on Richard.
bourbon. I want
We've
a
had
machine
goblin
that
and
makes me a
teabagging.
bourbon for the morning.
Yeah, I had 2 steamy moments and a bit of tea bagging on Richard's live. And now he won't look me in the eye, will you, Richard? Oh, the trust is gone. It was like a
I'm meant to get a
PDD
couple of
party.
dinglings of those tea baggins.
But yeah, I hope that
Yeah,
sorts
dingling.
things up for you, Tamsy. The kettle thing's got like a up,
The old dingling, my
Right.
dingling.
and that goes into your teapot. And yeah.
It works fantastic, though. It works great.
But
I'm
yeah.
using that shitty
feel
mineral
like
water that
it's-
Tracy got me.
Oh, that's amazing.
One day it's going to take over and you're going to get roofied. That motherfucker's going to roofie you.
Hey,
I wouldn't
Andy,
trust it.
If that spout were pointing in a different direction, it would.
Oh dear me.
I woke
Oh,
up on it
yeah,
and
you're
it's steaming
so
up
out
the
of
dressing
control.
Make
table.
sure, Tamsy, that you know your hooked pipes pointing in right direction.
I need to set the alarm slightly better though, because it woke me up at 7:30 and I don't wake up while I to 8. So we need some adjustments.
I
It
wake
needs a
up
bit-
before 7:30 lately. I think I'm getting old. I can't sleep past 7.
Nah, it's not about.
What's wrong with me?
Hey,
Yeah,
you're lucky one, Tamsy. I can't sleep full stop.
I go to sleep
Yeah, well,
listening to
Jeanette,
rainstorms.
I
so
take Jeanette,
need
I go
3
take
Ps in it.
sleeping pills to go
You
to
know,
sleep.
this Bluetooth speaker's got nature sounds.
What?
It's got like built-in rain sounds, built-in like bird sounds in the speaker.
Ooh.
What's that?
Ooh, you fancy pants.
You know the clock I got. It's got like built-in rain sounds.
Oh,
Amjad, you're way too fancy for me.
Auntie Sheila.
Hey, Auntie
What's your
Sheila.
front garden, Tams?
Happy Sheila.
I still do
That's a
everything
good
like
camera,
normal
innit? You
people
can
did
see
in the
colour.
2000s, early days.
See
Like,
them brushes are green. Yo, Tim.
somebody needs to buy Amjad some light bulbs. I can only just see him of like squint.
It's incognito, Tams.
I'm in the
I know,
shisha
secret.
bar.
I'll post it out to you.
Fine, shall I just turn the light on for a minute then?
No, you don't have to. I'm just playing with you. I don't know how to
Yeah.
talk to you. I'm scared I'm going to corrupt you with my bad language.
No, don't be
no,
silly,
if you want-
Tansy.
If he wants bird and rain sounds, he just opens his window.
I just open my door and then I
Do
give
you need
them
a screw in
food.
or do you need to burn it?
Johnny, Johnny, I was on TikTok earlier. You liked one of my candle videos, didn't you?
Yep, I did.
No, because I was on TikTok and I saw one of your likes. I was like, oh,
Yeah, bear in mind the way I go on TikTok, I might not be there long.
I'm gonna figure out how do you delete. I'm gonna figure out how to delete TikTok.
I've been saying
like the
fetch me
actual
rope
account.
to a few comments lately, so I'll probably get me in trouble.
I'm gonna delete that shit. I hate
When
TikTok.
somebody,
I
when
think
they put a comment, what
it's
do you think of
weird.
this person? I go, fetch
He's
me
really
rope.
upset.
Fucking swinging.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah,
I've
so if I
also got
suddenly
a bunch of
disappear, I'm dead.
videos with another person
Sorry?
in it that I have to delete.
If I disappear, it's because I've been banned again.
Johnny, didn't you get
All I'm
banned
doing
on
is spreading
Facebook?
the truth. If they can't, you know, fuck off. You know.
I got banned off TikTok for like ages because I had a bong. I smoked a bong on TikTok once and they banned me. And I argued with them. I said, everyone I watch is smoking weed. What are you going to do? Ban them? And guess what? The next day I had my account back. I was like, you better start banning everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
With
TikTok
YouTube,
is lame. It's for losers. I don't
I
like
said
it.
I said I'd never go on TikTok, but
Oh, shit. I got you.
Have
on
you
my
seen
camera
the
for a second.
TikTok lives? They're fucking full of total mental. Do you know what I saw earlier? I swear to God, right? Some fat bloke with a toilet seat over his head eating pancakes.
wow.
And he was making a stupid fucking noise as well.
oh my
Oi.
god.
So I put in the chat, I says, is your life reached a stage where you're going to sit there with a fucking toilet seat on your head eating pancakes? You fucking mentally.
TikTok for those idiots. Do you know what?
Oh my
Oi,
God.
Johnny, TikTok is for those dumb people.
Do you know, I got the...
He's eating
TikTok's
one
for
at
the
a time
dumb
going,
people that
blah,
burned
blah,
all their
blah,
bridges
blah,
on
blah.
YouTube.
Eating like that, blah, blah, blah. I thought, you fucking crackers.
Yeah. I know someone who the only platform they have now is literally TikTok. Ah, loser.
It's great for sharing the news and stuff, but the actual mental side of it is totally fucking mental.
It's been deleted a long time, partners.
Yeah, I shouldn't bother with it now.
But
I talked
But
to him
yeah,
WhatsApp.
I must admit, I don't even look at it. I don't go on it or anything.
I broke my phone, Jeanette, my actual phone, the good one. So I can't go on it now. I literally can't. I can't even delete it or anything. So whatever. I also know that it's a platform for a crazy person to go live. So
Oh my God.
I don't want to be a part of that.
I flick through the lives and think, Jesus H, fucking Christ. And then there's
And
this
my daughter
Look,
is disgusted
you know, I've got
because
you know, I've
grown-up
got gay
people take
children.
their clothes off.
You know, some of my children are gay, so I'm not bothered about that, right? Some fucking idiot earlier, fucking bloke in a beard, with a beard, full on fucking beard, right? Sat there in a dress, shouting at people saying, "Oh, stop hating on me. I'm a woman's allowed to have a beard." I'm thinking, for fuck's
Hey,
You know what, Johnny? You
what
don't
about
see that crazy on YouTube. Like, YouTube is
No.
crazy, right? But you
Well,
don't
it's
see
that-
that
yeah.
kind of crazy.
I mean,
The
look
only
at that
time we-
person that won Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh,
With
God.
it.
Oh, yeah. Cock in a frock.
There you go.
Oh, don't
Nice,
judge. I'm
nice,
talking
I
It's
about.
don't judge. I don't.
How dare you?
Look,
My daughter.
I've got a big cock.
A bit high.
My cock's bigger than yours.
How dare you? I'm
Prove
glad
it.
eating meat pie that
No.
I haven't made.
Do you know, I
Mention
got the Terry's milk
Kipling's.
chocolate.
Where did you get them from, Richard? Conchita, that's the name.
Spark, this came from.
Do you know, look.
My camera's frozen, so I can't see
Oh,
anything.
I'm dead.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Keena got one of them other week.
Oh, what are we
So they
looking
did
at?
them
I
in the
can't
milk
see.
chocolate dinner.
I feel like it
Normal
just doesn't
milk
make
chocolate,
sense,
but it's a
though.
Terry's chocolate orange.
How can it be a
Yeah.
chocolate orange, John, if it's just milk chocolate?
It just
I know.
doesn't make sense. Like, just a milk
Oh,
chocolate.
shit.
That's it. I mean, it's
We've
like
got
the mint
Gordo
one.
for-
You know, I mean,
God-
how can you call it a chocolate
love
orange
chocolate.
if it's
Gordo says some woman knocked at my door collecting for the local sperm bank earlier. I gave her a right mouthful.
You should have sent it to my Gordo. I'd have given her some
Oh
good
my
beer.
god, I love that Gordo.
I'd have given her a portion of the best quality stuff.
Come back 5
Oh,
minutes
gosh,
later.
you
What do
get-
you
her
want now?
mouth would
Sorry,
get
I
pregnant.
swallowed.
They swallowed Richard's sperm, they'll be pregnant out each cheek.
Yeah. Swallow mine, you're shitting babies for a month.
I don't even need
No.
to, Richard. They just fucking turn up.
Every time you go to
Shitting
toilet, you
babies
check.
for a month, that's pretty good.
Every time you go to toilet, you have to check. Just to make sure it's not crying. That's bend.
Really taking the cosmic
Baby
to the
born by
full.
Dino Rod.
Anyway, shut up. I gotta be quiet.
Why is that toilet duck crying? Hey, you could see you drive me around the bend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If I buy out bigger from Darwin auctions, I'll have to do a drive-by.
Then don't.
I know, but
I
I've never
didn't even
done
know
it
it
before. It was
existed.
fun.
I live here and I didn't even know it existed.
It was fun. I've never bid like that rope before. It was fun. The items cost me 23 quid and they had some nice things I picked. And then a tenner delivery.
Baby.
God's sake, cat. No, don't get off the
Has she
table.
posted them out then, Johnny? Has she?
Yeah, I put them away. I paid my invoice.
Me and Mrs. G had to do a double take in B&M car park. Why?
I got the burps. If anyone cares. I also have to move upstairs now because I don't have to babysit the door.
Is that it? Your parcels come?
No, Nick's here. Nick's home, so I don't have to do shit. I can go back to my little room, do my little thing.
You're a little ding-a-ling.
I'll play with my little dinglings.
And swing of balls round.
Yeah.
I've got to hang up my balls. People keep saying,
She's been tangoed.
when are you going to hang up your balls? Well, I should probably do that. I'm just going to hang them on, Jeanette, I'm just going to hang them on the curtain rail. So every time you open and close the curtains, the balls are there. I don't have any other Christmas decorations because the Christmas box is still in the bloody storage container. Like, I literally have stuff, but not the Christmas stuff. And I've got enough Christmas tree decorations for 2 Christmas trees. I can't even decide if I'm going red and green and yellow or purple, blue and green because I've got that many. Because, you know, you buy them, if you buy Christmas decorations on Boxing Day, they are like practically free. Like, they're like nothing. So for years, I would do that.
Jeanette, I'm gonna go
And in
now.
fact,
It's my time.
the best time to buy your children.
Take care and
Amjad.
See you later,
Sorry,
Amjad.
Amjad, I don't do much.
See you
Bye,
later,
Amjad. Bye.
bye.
Love you, Amjad. Always. It was good for him to join.
Looking at what Gordo's put, he says that with this woman, let's just say she's more orange. She was more orange than Donald Trump.
Oh, that's not. I mean, that's hard to do. Right, I need to take you guys upstairs.
Ooh.
That's not
Well,
bad.
that's point in the evening, is it?
You're not, Jeanette, you're not leaving yet, right?
No.
Can I come back? Will you still be here if I can? I'll leave
Yeah,
and come
yeah.
back.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Shit.
Cool. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Johnny's drinking his spring water.
Very nice.
I'm having spring black currant.
I put the other ones in workshop. The other ones.
Oh,
3 other ones will be here tomorrow, and then Friday morning, Kina went, "You can go this time on your own."
that first time.
They're right just outside a village called Fauna.
I don't think.
He has to drive. We're about 30 minutes, Johnny.
No, 20 minutes. Not far at all.
Thanks for having me, Jeanette.
Welcome back. I thought, what's come back for? There's something you forgot to tell me.
You made me jump then, Amjad, where you just popped up in corner.
No, it's because,
See you later, Amjad. Take care.
Bye, Amjad.
My battery died. That's why my
Oh,
disconnected.
oh. Yeah. See you later.
Jeanette, I don't want to leave. This is so much fun. I don't want to leave.
Oh, stay then.
I can't though. I got college tomorrow.
Straight
Hold on,
hand gone
you
wrong. You could have squeezed her and got
Yeah,
more
it's
into it.
See you later then.
No.
See you later, Amjad. Take care.
I'm definitely going now.
You said that.
We believe you.
See you later, Amjad.
Bye.
Oh,
Like my
dear.
friend Sharon, it takes longer to say fucking goodbye than she does the old conversation.
But oh dear. But this
I've
is
got to
the
go down
thing.
the crevice for a quarter of a mile, partner, to get to it.
This is the thing. I mean, yeah, I'm a pasty looking and I don't go out very often, but I'd never resort to, bright orange spray tan or whatever it is. Some people use these creams, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to colour the skin.
Yeah.
The lightly grilled effect.
I fell asleep under some bed Yonkers years ago when I was only about 20, and honestly, I look like Donald Trump after that. I didn't realise. I come downstairs. My mum says, "What have you done?" I said, "Why? What do you mean?" She says, "You're fucking bright orange." I said, "You are."
Obviously, you hadn't looked in the mirror at that time then, Richard.
No.
No, partner, I drink a lot of water and I'm fed up of drinking the bottled water. It's just full of fucking sodium. Don't need salt.
It's the 2024 version of the black and white minstrel. Oh dear. But yeah.
It's like that only frozen horses, isn't it? Where fucking Delboy turns fucking timer up.
Yeah.
Leaves him there.
He gets his revenge though, doesn't he? With hang gliding incident.
When they're sat there having that meal and he walks in and goes, "How?"
He says, you don't have to go through it. You've just got to say that somebody's ringing me on mobile phone.
Yeah.
He says, but we ain't got a mobile phone. He says, yeah, but they don't know that. Oh dear. It goes off at edge. Where did he end up in, Richard? I can't remember. Crystal knows.
Yeah, he landed on a car roof, and there was somebody at it in the car. Do you remember? He landed on a car roof.
I can't remember that bit, but I can remember him saying,
"A very unsuspecting courting couple. Now I've got to pay for a new sunroof in their Sierra."
He come in wheelchair and arm all.
He was acting. He was faking it to make Rodney feel guilty, but he didn't. Rodney weren't fooled. He said, "They're not going to send me home from hospital on number 5 bus."
Number 5 bus. I think that clip was so funny.
They were all funny. I love that comedy. And I keep watching it now because they've got lots on YouTube. Everyone in a big line on YouTube.
I've got to change the name on my. How do I change the bottom thing on my name?
The dots on your lower picture.
Go back where it says before it says enter studio, and it'll say, yeah.
Because I'm not the boss of this channel. This is your boss, bitch. There we go. Did it. Yeah,
there you go.
Oh.
Are you happy now? You're in your own room.
And now I can see the chat. Hello, chat.
Who's? Are you change your thing, Dingaling?
Dingaling. Oh man,
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
it says Dingaling and Creepy Tongue.
He knows that Oh yeah, creepy tongue. Because it's creepy tongue. Come on, it's
Oh,
creepy
dear.
tongue.
Welcome to the obituary hour.
Oh God, who's died today?
I don't even
We
know.
all
who
know
any-
Eddie Stobart. That is.
One day, Park Ness is going to name
Steffi.
someone that I've heard of before.
And you had Eddie Stobart, the lorries.
Oh, I can see you now. Sorry,
I know who Eddie Stobart is.
I don't. Who is it?
But I've noticed as well, when you see an Eddie
Famous truck
Stobart
driving family company.
on the roads nowadays, what is it? Collina?
Collina, yeah. Eddie
Yeah.
Stobart doesn't really exist now. Well, he certainly doesn't, but the company doesn't. It's been bought out by a few different companies.
Yeah,
But they
because I've seen him, and I said to Chris, I wonder if Eddie Stobart's been took over. That's what made me ask. Because
If you look now, you don't see him on the road like you used to see. Literally every other wagon with a Stobart wagon, but you
Yeah.
don't see them now. Not the same as you used to.
I mean, they are still about, but
Yeah.
a lot of them have got the tractor bit.
Mhm. That's it. Yeah,
They all
certainly
that Collina.
are knowing it, but I think they lost a big contract with Tesco, and I think that did them. I have a funny feeling
Well,
they lost.
they've been doing Asda and Tesco's and
Yeah, well, I think they lost Tesco. I have a funny feeling they lost Tesco, and I'm not sure if they lost to Sainsbury's as well, and Sainsbury's took it over themselves, and Sainsbury's do their own now.
They do actually do that Stobart. They actually do it on train tracks as well, don't they?
Yeah, that's based at.
and they've got like these
I've been there. I've been to the rail centre.
eco things, haven't they?
It's a funny place. It's called Barton under Needlewood. The place where they're under Needwood or Needle Barton under Needle or Needwood, and it's down Derby way. That's where Stobart's rail place is.
Names for things over there.
I've been several times. Barton under Needwood or Needlewood.
Collina Group acquired Eddie Stobart on 1st of July 2021. I just thought it were a recent thing.
No, they've been at it a while. I noticed for years that Stobart,
Wait,
when
what
you're
are
on
you talking
motorway,
about?
literally
You're
every
confusing
bloody
me.
wagon you saw was a Stobart, and they just disappeared
Yeah.
because you could see
They're
lots of
famous
other
for
wagons.
naming all the trucks as well, weren't they? All the
Yeah.
trucks and names.
You notice you see other people's
But
trucks.
what did they
and
do? Like what? They name trucks.
They were a
Is
haulage
it-
company.
They were a haulage company,
Famous.
but they were really big.
They were a big haulage company.
Oh,
And they were
okay,
no
okay.
family and all that. But they named all the trucks.
But
Park
Shit
this
box
next
one,
time.
shit
Put
box
something we all know.
Eddie Stobart retired in 1976. The
yeah,
actual Eddie Stobart.
fucking cats climbing on unit. Get out!
This is what we're talking about.
Get up, Mia. Get up to the top.
That's the old Eddie Stobart trucks, but they've been
Yeah.
took over and they've all changed
Yeah.
now.
I mean, that is an old one and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause they didn't have them. They got rid of green colours.
Play the guitar.
Hard to see name on
Mia.
the street.
Give it a
Sure.
Well, she's
strum.
got next one up, Richard.
Yeah, that's where problems start when she gets on to talk to you.
Deal with 75 million
That's
to stop
how we-
the company from going bankrupt. I didn't know they were
As
nearly.
long as you
nearly
don't keep
Oh, yeah.
your Betsy Crystal up there, you're
See,
right.
I remember a load of wagons because they had a base at Carlisle. They did just
Yeah.
on border, and they had a big base there. And I remember, one of these finance companies going in and
Mia.
acquiring all the wagons. You know,
Look
this
at
is
her.
only
What's
Tom.
she up to?
These big
She
firms,
needs a
they
Mia
get, like
cam. I feel like Mia needs
like
a GoPro.
they get like to a tipping point where everything's on hire, and then it becomes unviable.
Mm.
You know,
When
the
there's
old
not
men.
enough assets to the company, you mean?
Yeah, always to
Yeah.
remember. There's always to remember. There's a saying: "Turnover is vanity, profit is sanity." Always remember that.
Thing is, though,
Turn
as soon
over-
as they get taken up by a corporation as well, they just get.
Turnover is vanity, profit. God, I forgot the word now. Turnover is insanity. Insanity. You can have a firm that turns over billions and not make a single penny. You know what I mean? If anybody ever says to you, well, my firm turns over this, just ignore them because it's not right turnover.
That's the new
I'm going for a new. I'm trying to bring back.
Kalina one. I don't know how you pronounce
That's
it.
no wagon inside an Australis. Bloody hell.
Cousin, it's here.
Hey, Tams, you need to shave your face a bit.
Cousin it.
I would have done that, but I shaved it off last week.
My cousin's next, my
That's the only problem. My hair grows long, but if I grow it long and it's so grey now, I'll just look like a fucking.
I'm sure. Oh, I'm dying. My hair suffocates me. It murders me in my sleep. I woke up the other night and it was like literally.
Oh, it's.
Oh shit!
Eagle Rider.
I just fell off my ear.
Hey, crazy people.
Is that my Rosetta?
Rosetta, that's it.
Hey. How you been?
Rosetta, I haven't seen you in 1,000 years.
I don't know if it's just my timing. When I sign in on Wednesdays, you guys aren't usually on anymore lately because I've been so busy. I checked, but I miss you guys recently.
Honey, I haven't seen you forever. I thought you just stopped liking me and you didn't want to come to my live streams anymore.
Oh, no.
Or maybe I don't go live like I used to.
I don't think you're live as often, but it's also this time of year is just crazy for me, so I miss a lot of shit because I am that person. I make everything I give out to people. So
yeah, well, I don't do 1,000-hour live streams anymore. I grew up in the last few months.
Yeah, I'd like to make all my presents, but I got
that's
the
probably it. I'm not awake for. Alive.
So yeah,
hey, Gordo.
I'm not disappearing on anybody because I'm trying to skip out on you guys. It's because I have this tendency to vanish for a while and go busy in my life. But I noticed you guys were actually on when I actually had a few minutes.
Live.
I know nobody's supposed to have a life
but
on here.
Isn't it weird, Rosita, that we actually have life outside the internet? Imagine that. Imagine having a life outside the internet.
Gordo says if the curtains are that long, I dread to think how long the rug is, Tams.
It depends on the day. Some days it's just fun to just
I keep it. It's not. Someone made me prune it once upon a time, so I keep it pruned now. The weeds
so
are
many
weeded.
Inappropriate comments.
Coming from the queen of inappropriate comments.
Oh, me? I'm a sweet little angel.
In your butt. In your butt. Fuck off. This chick has her own viral clip on the internet. You got to watch it. She went to a comedy show and literally called out at the comedy show and became part of the comedy show. She has her own
back to his show.
clip.
I'm going back to his show again at the end of February, and I'm bringing friends.
Hey, Tracy, how we doing?
Tracy.
She said don't put camera on the floor.
I was telling Johnny about how much we were laughing last night because Richard was saying to you, "Can you hear me, Tracy?"
Well, I can't talk to somebody on the international space station.
I can't hear you tonight either. It's all good.
You know what people used to say to me? You're going to be like, you got a fucking dick in your ear.
Who's put Tracy in the corner?
It's not a big room, Richard.
Nobody puts Tracy in the corner.
Hey, you tell him, Richard.
Eat a dick.
No, you can't give that to Tracy. That's mine. I'm sorry, but Tracy can't have that because I've got the sticker that says nobody puts. Well, I've got to change it to Tansy in the corner.
I
mean, this is the thing. Being slightly deaf,
the time of my life.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
This is the scary thing. When I wrap up in the blanket here for winter, you realize how close to the white my skin actually is with this albino crap.
Hello,
It's a
Miss
bit
Jenny.
windy.
It's a bit like that
I
Heroes.
know, actually, you do
Windy,
kind of
Nick.
almost match.
Connected to elbow
The
even.
more
I don't
you
think
ramp
most people
up, the more
realize how
clothes
pale I
take off.
actually am.
Let's go.
I've got a similar thing, man's like one of these I don't know what you call them.
Did you going okay?
Oh,
You
this
don't
is a
know
full,
pale
full-size
until
blanket
you
my friend
mention
sent
it
me,
because
which
Nick
has a
lives in
giant
the
dragon
UK and they have
inside.
no sun.
But you see,
Look.
we're sitting here. When kitchen doors open, I can feel a draft on back of my neck, and I get like a stiff neck.
Door in a minute.
Oh,
This is why I have this, because the weather sucked. And this is just some
Oh,
of the different
true, Mum
medical
and Dad.
oils.
Look at that writing. Is that from Kina?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
really
bless.
nice writing.
And
I
Kirsty-
appreciate writing, and that's nice. My
He's-
daughter is
he's good at maths
nearly
and
19,
English,
and
not
she
what?
still
The-
can't write
The
like
bright
that.
little thing is Kina.
But yeah, it's like you know, like when you go
My
on a nice
daughter's
night,
excuse, she's
instead
a
of having a
lesbian.
coat, you're supposed to put it over your shoulders. That's what this is. And I like it because Chris's mum bought it
Yeah.
me, but yeah, because I sometimes I put it round me because being sat here and every now and again I get a draft right back of my neck.
Mm-hmm.
You must have a long tongue, Jeanette. Go on.
A giraffe on your neck.
We're back on the tongue subject again.
A draft.
Do you
Tracy's not the only one that's deaf.
Dear cock.
Cocksuckers.
Dear cocksuckers.
These are very
What about
fancy
the
looking.
comment?
I hope.
Ouch.
But yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
hard.
just right, you
I
know,
love
when you
you.
want something covering your neck and your shoulders.
Park, I have never denied that I'm a cocksucker. Okay, let's get that shit straight. I mean,
We were on about that earlier on.
What time is it? On 10 o'clock? Oh, we're all right.
Married over 18 years, he still gives me anything I want. There's got to be a reason. Think about it. I mean,
Hey, I don't even have sex with
I'm
Joe
joining in,
Rogan, and he
Rosetta.
still wants to live with me. Back in the day, I was good at what I did.
I've got a pen and paper.
Teabagging. Are you going to make a cup of tea, Johnny?
Yes,
Cup
I
of
will
tea on
actually.
your
Yeah.
face?
I'm setting me alarm. We had a cup of tea.
I had a pencil in my head. 'cause I thought
Gordo
it was
says it
old.
must be the same giraffe Mrs. G goes on about in our hallway.
Let's get a draft exclusion.
Giraffe, I love it.
I've got one. His name's Chris. I'll tell you something as well. You know, if you go in our bathroom, we've got one of them extractor fans. Nah, you know, even you know how windy it's been. You could hear things rattling, and because it's sort of you're getting draft that's coming in through that, it's always cold in the bathroom. So with a night, I say to Chris, shut that bathroom door. I said, because it blows a right draft through. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, this one in
what,
kitchen's
Ginny,
not so bad.
like
It's just
I'm not
that one
bragging,
upstairs
but my
in
house,
bathroom.
yeah, my house is 1 year old, and they had to make these government houses up to a warrant standard. They call it a warrant standard. It's like a car. It's got to go through all these things. So these houses have got like the rubber things around the doors and double pane glass. Like there's literally one piece of glass, a whole gap in another. It's even in winter time, it's still warm. Like it's not perfect, but it's still warm. And the wind can't get through. Like they've made it so it doesn't work like that.
No.
Sorry.
Got a penis in your butt.
But
Let me
even
see
though
you
this
laugh
room
about
is
it,
like
woman.
a very long room, we've got a radiator behind
No.
that sofa, and we've
Don't be
got a little
sorry.
one in middle. And you only have to have heating on for half an hour, and it's boiling in here.
Yeah.
I take it, Tams, you never put your heating on, do you?
Yeah.
You never have to put your heating on, do you, Tams? I would have thought.
No, I do. Don't get me wrong. It does. In the sometimes in the winter, I try not to. I'd rather just check on a doozy, but because I'm stingy. You think bloody UK people are tight? I'm tight too. I don't like paying power. But
I'm not tight, mate.
sometimes you've got to put
time.
heating on, but you only do it real quick.
Richard can have
You
his
just
on
warm it up the
24/7
room.
and
Like I would
I
not.
never,
Like I
never turn it off.
Like you guys know, I'm not allowed out of my jail cell. This is my jail cell, so I'm not allowed out of here. So if I stick the heating on for like 5 minutes, that's enough. But I think because I'm getting older, I'm going through stuff, so I'm just melting all the time. It could be freezing and I'm
other
still
words.
melting. Annette,
Yeah.
you might understand. You might
Yeah,
understand, Jeanette,
menopause.
but I'm waking
Male-
up every day in my own piss. I'm not even pissing, but I'm waking up like I'm in my piss. I'm gonna have a shower all the time. I'm gonna change my sheets 1,000 times. I'm gonna like wash my
Male,
sheets,
but
hang them out, put
Been
them back
there,
on my
Tams,
bed
they got
every
into
day.
it. You know, that ship sailed a long time ago with me.
When you wake
Right,
up,
Jeanette, love, I'm
and your
getting off, love.
legs, your
Okay,
legs are
then, Johnny.
See you
No,
later,
everybody.
Jack.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
okay.
Bye.
Love you, buddy. Love you, Tracy.
Right.
Bye,
Bye.
Tracy.
Cheers,
Bye,
buddy.
Tracy, in the corner.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye, Tracy.
Make him get you out of the corner.
Nobody puts Tracy in the corner.
Yeah.
See you later, Johnny.
Bye.
Look what happened. Johnny has to leave because Tracy's about to beat him up.
Gordo
Putting
says
her
I
in the
can bring you
corner.
chat up line, Richard.
That can
Come
be
back to
really
mine. I'll
hard,
put the
mate.
heating on.
Yeah, no, it's never off. I leave it, just leave it on at 20 degrees all the time.
But I thought that you UK people are stingy. You don't want to put the heating on.
I don't pay for heating. It's all heating and gas and electric's all
That's what I
included in the
heard.
rent.
Also, only needs to be on half an hour, and this room, I mean, Richard will tell you, it's a massive room, and yeah, you only have to have it on half an hour, and yeah, no longer than that, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I
It's just
love it.
that bathroom with
Oh, my shit.
having like one of these extractor fans, and the terrible wind that we've been having lately. It's just been blowing a gale through there.
Hello, Anthony.
Hi,
How are you doing?
Anthony. How are you? But yeah,
Like, Jeanette, in the middle of the night last night, not last night, the other night, in the middle of the night, I had no clothes on because it was so hot. But I could hear bourbon cans, and I can't hear shit, but I could hear bourbon cans flying around my yard. So it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm outside with no clothes on, picking up all the cans around my yard because the wind was so strong. My garden chairs are still in the garden. Literally, they're growing in the garden now because the wind blew them over there. I've got boxes outside that they all lost the top. Like it was your fault because you said about your gale and then it got I caught it. I caught it. It was contagious and we caught it.
and I blame it coming over from America because they have it before we get it, and it were terrible, weren't it, Richard?
Yeah, we're windy.
Storm, what were it? Storm Dara.
Dara, yeah.
So wait, are we blaming us in the US for blowing you guys? I mean,
yeah, whatever weather you get, we tend to get 5 days.
Ironic thing is, we get massive storms that
They're
literally
not
build
blaming America, Rosie. They're not blaming
Asia
you.
and places and blow the jet stream and get stronger when they come this way
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and
But
that's
like-
exactly what happens. The jet stream blows it our way then.
So that massive storm the UK got recently, I have a friend who's down in the south where the strongest part hit.
Yeah.
That was
And
your
his-
fault, Rosie.
his-
There. You did
Oh,
it.
hush a sec. And his place was fine, but his grandmother, who he really, really, really can't fucking stand, had fuck off her entire fucking exotic greenhouse destroyed.
It's been terrible. It's blown trampolines into other people's gardens and all, if they're not tied down or anything.
Are we bad people if we sat there laughing at her losing her greenhouse?
Am
yeah,
I
you
that
know what I
decent
mean?
for laughing at you saying that?
She's such a bitch. She is such a bitch.
I love other people's trauma.
Only people who deserve it.
Stick it in your butt.
Fuck her. Karma's a bitch, and so is she. So I mean,
No, if she deserved it, she deserved it. It's karma. Yeah, right. Karma is a bitch. People need to stop saying karma
There's
is
been
for fun
floods
because karma's
and,
a real
people
fucker.
have been without power and
there's the old
oh yeah.
there was this little Dogbert one they did in the heyday of Dilbert, which is this little sticker I actually have out on my fridge, a little magnet sticker that says, "I believe in karma. That means I can punch you in the face and you must have done something to deserve it."
what? Schadenfreude? What?
I love that. Can I have that?
Schadenfreude. I know that
Put
word.
it as a name badge. I need it as like a sticker so I can. What's a Schadenfreude?
No idea.
I'm trying to remember
What's
the
he
exact.
saying, Rosie?
I'm trying to remember the
I don't
exact
understand.
description of that one. I know the term, but it's trying to remember the exact description. It's
I've
basically
read on it.
I've never
basically
heard of
it's a
it,
fucked
so
up German
It
version
must
of
be a
karma.
lie. Oh, okay.
More than
Oh, yeah.
50,000
Any karma's
people
good
still without
karma.
power.
So,
You know what? I didn't do real
as you are
bad stuff to
satisfaction
people, but I
of
did bad
witnessing somebody else's
stuff growing.
misfortune.
How many out of power, Jeanette?
52,000 people without power.
What?
See you later,
That's
Gordo. Is that a
There you go, though.
That's
didn't you say?
Schadenfreude is a German word that means harm,
Good night.
joy, and
I
refers to
mean,
the pleasure or
see you when you get
satisfaction
back,
that comes
Gordo.
from witnessing somebody else's
yeah,
misfortune.
that. It's like I know the word. I've actually gotten into it before. People, I was trying to remember the exact.
Laughter you can't stifle when somebody unexpectedly falls over, or the triumph pleasure you feel when a rival is defeated.
It is funny when somebody else hurts himself, though. I'm still 5 years old. Leave me alone. I am that child that still laughs when other people hurt themselves. But I'm sure people are laughing at me when I hurt myself.
Correct.
Well,
God
if it
forbid.
makes you feel any better, my mom doesn't yell at the dumb tourists anymore. She just looks at them and goes, "You go, honey. You get your Darwin Award."
Yeah, the thing at work, if you fall over a trip or something, you don't say anything to anybody because it's they cut it off the CCTV cameras and they put it on the Hall of Fame. And believe me, I am on there a lot. I
At
could
least
show
I
you a
fall over
video.
with my pants
I
on.
could show you a video now that'd have you rolling.
Richard, I keep my pants on when I go on the camera. I don't sit there with my pants on. Fine. I'm not like you. I don't have pantless moments on camera.
Hey, I
I have
don't.
boob out moments, but nobody's going to put that on the Hall of Fame.
Depends.
I've got this.
I'll put it that way.
I've got the spotty ones on today.
Spotty what?
Trousers.
I'm going to some.
Oh, I've got Andy's on today. Wait, you should be proud I'm actually wearing some. It's
I've
summer.
got
I go
big tits.
commando
I mean-
all the time because it's summer.
Wait.
I bet
Summer's
you
required
do,
for going
woman.
commando.
Oh, what?
Mando, that's it.
It's totally
Mando.
legal. Well, you don't want a sweaty butt. You don't want your box to be all fucking juicy. You want it to
I
be
mean,
nice.
if you're indoors,
Let the
there's no
breeze
point in
in.
wearing any pants if you're indoors.
No. I
Nobody's going to see you, Richard,
get
unless
that.
you moon your ass through window.
Unless you put your live stream on at for 4 minutes and show everybody
I
yourself.
think
I get her
boobs
comment
out the
about why.
window.
I get her
I was
comment on
fully
why did
naked
you
on a
put your
live
Okay.
camera.
stream for 4 minutes. 4 bloody minutes. I did my live
Thought he
stream.
he thought he was putting the outdoor CCTV on, but it was the indoor one.
No, I was saying
No.
I get her comment on why to go commando in summer. I'm saying is summer required to go commando because underwear sucks.
But
Just
yeah,
saying.
you know, if anybody had sort of popped into Richard's live stream, they'd have seen him au naturel.
Correct.
Just like,
4 minutes.
Yeah.
4
4
fucking
minutes,
minutes it
it
was
was running
transmitted.
before
Oh,
Well,
realised.
apparently he's always wearing no pants.
oh no, I don't. I'm not when if I've not been out like today, I haven't been out anywhere. So I've nothing from my waist down on. Nothing.
But this is the thing, Richard. You're in your own
Well,
house,
you
so
more.
you know, it's your prerogative to walk around naked or half naked in your case.
Well, yeah, I always. Well, this is why I like now. I've got the blinds are closed, so nobody can see in. You know, I've got
Jimmy,
my.
I put a bra on to join your
So
live
long as
stream.
you're not
Someone just
offending
stick their
anybody
head.
and nobody can see you, yeah. You
But if
can
I open my
walk on
blinds,
it
then
naked.
I
I'll
think I
put some
offend
on.
everyone all the
I'm
time.
opening blinds. I'll put some on during the day.
Well,
but
this is the thing, Tamsy.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered why, when he gets up to make a drink or make a coffee, he turns his camera off?
correct. I don't
He
think you want
turns
to
his
see my.
camera off. I never thought about it. I never thought about that,
I'm
Richard.
just gonna tell you, don't do draw streams
I'm
with
going
guys
to
who
get
like to
you
stream
drunk so
without
you forget to
pants.
turn your camera off.
No,
I'm
we
just,
aren't.
I'm gonna tell you, he
Anthony.
didn't even realize his camera fell until I looked up and saw it.
But yeah, you know, when he says I'm going to bar or I'm going to make a drink, that's why he turns his camera off.
Yeah. I don't think you
You
want to be
don't
looking
want to
at my
see him
area.
dingling or,
Yeah,
you know,
no,
his
Now I'm
no.
crown
like, I want
jewels
to
or
see down
anything.
what's that.
Yeah.
Look at me.
You know,
I'm trying to see
otherwise
down
he'd be
now.
flashing all his crown jewels and
Don't
his,
tell me
you know,
that.
his meat and
Yeah,
two
I gotta
veg, in
say-
other words.
No,
I
I
want to
deleted.
see your dinglies.
I deleted that one there,
It's a
Anthony.
room, Tams.
I deleted it.
Oh, wait, you
I
are in
deleted it
your
in a
own
moment
room.
of madness.
I know, I'm in my room. My bee's here. We're all good. Apparently, it doesn't justify anything.
But
I'm
anyway.
a bad girl. I've got undies on today, so don't worry, boys. I have my period.
You know, the
Apparently,
life
I
and
just,
time,
as
the
when I
life,
get older,
the
the
life
older I
and
get, the
times
more
of
I tell
Tamsy
people.
here, you know, every, you know, nook and cranny of your life story. I've got undies on because
You
I've got
get
my
the,
period.
Jeanette, you'll always get the truth out of me. You gotta love me because I always tell the
Hey,
truth. I'm an
I
open book,
haven't
literally.
had one of them, Tamsy, for about 12 years. I used to hate them.
And then
I'm
whatever.
hoping I've only probably got another year of it. I'm done.
At least I'm not the only one sitting here going
Or-
menopause.
Jeanette,
I hope you
Hand
might
us
be,
shit.
I hope you might be uncrossing them,
I want you to
Rosetta,
understand.
when you
You
go
will
through
understand me.
menopause. It's not very nice.
I can't go through normal periods. I have to medically induce them, and it's incredibly intense.
It makes
physically.
you have
So
to
I
wash
want
your
to
sheets
fucking
every
end it.
day.
Right?
I want to fucking end it so fucking
Rosetta
bad.
is difficult. Rosetta's difficult.
Yeah, it's
But
like,
you're too young and you can't.
I'm not that young.
I from a young age, I always had very painful ones. Let's just say.
I feel like I'm on wrong channel.
Did you
here.
have polycystic ovaries?
It's taking
I had
notice.
painful
This is
ones
about
when
the
I was little.
menopause. You know,
When I
it's
was
men
when I-
pause.
When I was young, I had painful ones, and they started really early, but they quit functioning correctly by teen years. And I have severe, extreme form of PCOS, and they have to medically induce it constantly with hormone therapies,
Yeah, I've
and
got
it's
P.
really, really fucking intense every time.
If any of you guys out there want to know what
Rosetta,
PCOS
I had
is,
it so
it's
bad, I
polycystic
grew a
ovary
whole
syndrome.
human.
Bloody hell, I thought that was
polycystic
them
human.
part-time policemen who
Agree.
work with normal police.
Alien. It was
It's an abbreviation for
Yeah,
polycystic ovary syndrome.
geez.
Gary says, "Can you buy him off Temu?"
So I would rather just not have to keep going through this massive hormone therapy that makes
What
me a
the
crazy
fuck are
psycho
you
bitch
talking
for 2 or
about,
3
you
weeks.
crazy?
But yeah,
Just
this
end
is
it.
this is the thing men don't understand.
I just gotta like,
I mean, the polycystic
woman.
ovary syndrome.
Doesn't mean
that
don't
in
understand.
itself,
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
they don't.
yeah. Even that in itself is very, very painful.
And they,
Yeah,
and
I
they
gotta
say it
fucking
like
fight you,
they say it
Patty.
like it just fucking happens in
Yes,
the
I had a
ovaries.
whole life.
No, it doesn't.
doing-
I get cysts up here in my fucking ears, along my chest, everywhere from these fucking things.
Yep. Polycystic ovary, PCSO is an actual fucking thing that affects some people in the whole body. A woman. It's a hormonal thing, so it's women.
Yeah.
And you know what, Jeanette? What I've been trying to do since I was 35 was get a hysterectomy. They took out half of me, and I begged them for a hysterectomy. And they're like, "Oh, you're too young. You're too young." Well, I think I've got like a 40. I'm going to be 44, so I think at 45 I can demand a hysterectomy.
See,
Really, it's
I
like
think
Chris.
so because
was
I'm past
30.
the age of.
When I was 30, I had to go through 13 months of hormone therapy while bleeding off and on, and surgeries, and remove a whole section of the uterus wall and everything else. And you just fucking remove it.
A romantic night popping
Yeah, but
blackhead.
you had a really extreme. You
Have
had
you
a
ever-
very,
Have you ever been
very
in a
extreme case,
hospital
though, Rosie.
and you've
yeah?
been lost
Like, you're
and
an
then you sat
extreme
down and
case.
realised you walked into the fucking wrong room?
And I absolutely get that. It's just like, can you guys make exceptions? Look, I understand why they don't want to do that on girls at a certain age, because there are heightened medical risks at certain ages for those things. But they need to also know there needs to be exceptions for medical conditions that could be just as dangerous, you know?
I mean, put it this way: both Richard and Chris have got bad hips
All
that
right.
require an hip
Oh, you're gonna mention-
replacement.
embarrassing then. I forgot.
Polycystic
They're
ovaries.
both too young to have a hip replacement. Now, what does that say? You've got to carry on in excruciating
Right.
pain until you're old enough to have a hip replacement. It's
Well,
all wrong.
And that's the thing. Half of the things they
Tell
could.
Chris and Richard, come to New Zealand and you can get your 4 months.
That's the thing is with most of these medical issues.
Honestly, come to
they
New
could treat
Zealand.
it more if
We
they quit
love
restricting
immigrants.
it. They could treat it more if they quit restricting the treatment based on age group. It's so
Chris, we
fucking
can fix your
stupid.
wanker's arm and your fucking hip.
I've nothing, no problems with that, Matt. I must have an Olympic hand, mate. No problems.
Hey, Tamsy, they told him it might
Hey,
be
Richard,
gas.
look what happened to me from masturbating too much.
So yeah,
Joking, I stabbed myself. I didn't mean to, but I did.
yeah. What I thought you said it was
And
next
I
week.
don't whack with that hand, I whack with this hand.
Chris can't.
I just want people to understand.
You'll
that
notice.
these all or none rules in medicine don't work because there's people who are exceptions to that. People who are certain ages may not be the best candidates for
Because
certain
it's
treatments.
medical
But there's other
practice.
things that make it
They're
worse.
practicing.
But this is the thing as well. I've got the Anthony were only 51 and he had a hip replacement. But
I just assume be a bitch. Fuck off.
but this is the thing. I mean, I've got chronic arthritis.
Oh, fuck off
And
yourself.
I've begged them for,
Oh,
you know,
fuck
these what are they called? Them injections that you put in you to, so it's not so painful. Is it hydrocortisone injections?
Cortisone, yeah.
But they come back.
Steroids,
They come back with the, you know, the quip. Well, it's dangerous to put it in your knees because there's a big high risk of infection plus your age. I thought, well, how the fuck am I supposed to go on then? Have I
Plus
got to
it's
put it
a steroid. It's a steroid. like
Quality of
never is
life
that
also
good to
has
put
to
in your
matter.
body. That
Well,
itself
Quality of
has
fucking life has to
has
fucking
a
matter.
bad effect on your body.
This is the thing, Tamsy. I've had it in this shoulder, I think it's a couple of times. And I've even said to her, well, I've had it in my shoulder.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't get me in my knees, get me in my shoulder. Oh, I can't because you're high risk of getting an infection. I'd sooner have fucking infection than, you know, the pain that I have in my knees and my shoulders. I weave.
You know how you and Chris go on
Oh,
your little
wait.
holidays? You should go on a holiday to New Zealand and we could get you fixed. Come to New Zealand for like a
Chris
year,
has
2
just said he
years.
got a spare room.
Just hang out. Oh, you can sleep in my house. I'll give you my bed. You can have my bed.
Oh, bless you.
You
Just
can
go
have
watch
my
out for
bed.
your
I'll
being-
sleep on the couch, and then we get you
I'm not.
sorted.
I'm not sleeping on. Didn't.
It's just blood slut.
I know
Chris
the
can have
tent's
the
on the other
dainty
side.
bed.
Chris can sleep on. Chris can sleep on the tent. You can have the nice
I
side.
just said Chris can have dent on your bed.
But he'll be mad because he's got his own issues. I can't please everyone, all right? But whatever.
That's it.
But
Something
honestly,
like
if you came to New Zealand, I would literally give you my room. I would.
Oh,
And I
bless
would
you.
get you to the doctor.
Hey, oh, do they
If
do
I
body?
could, but
Do they do body transplants in New Zealand? Ask just
no. Do you think I would look like this if we did?
I want
You
to
think I have
get
this
body
chin?
transplant. Yeah, I want to look like Pamela Anderson afterwards.
I literally look like my mum.
You know, I want a body transplant, but I
Have
want
you
somebody,
seen
you know,
Pamela Anderson lately?
and, you know what I mean?
No. Jeanette, you don't want to be anyone else. You just want to be who you were.
I'm ready
when
for
you were
knackers
20.
yard, me, Tams.
I wouldn't want to be anyone else.
I mean,
No,
I've been
you're
ready
not.
for knackers yard.
You can still bake
years.
amazing food.
I like myself
Oi,
as the
as long as
fucked
you
up
can
degenerate
bake,
I
we
am.
still love you, Jeanette.
Yeah, Tamsy says you can come and stay with me and we'll get you fixed so long as you do me some baking.
I've got all the tins, cookie cutters, everything.
I don't need to bring my penis.
I can get you a little chair.
Then.
You can sit in my kitchen and make me food.
Say, I ain't got to bring my penis.
No, you
cutters
don't. I
with me
don't have
then.
penis cookie cutters.
Well, I do.
No, you do. I don't have penis cookie cutters.
Yeah, if Gordon was still here,
And the
he'd tell
penis
you.
that lives in this house doesn't work.
Eat a dick. Suck it, slut.
Fuck it, slut.
I want to be able to go. I want to take Rosetta to the mall. I want to be able to like be in the mall and someone goes.
I like it. I like that one.
Steve says he just traces it on cookie dough.
Yeah. Suck it, slut.
I'm
I have
sorry,
got three
Rosetta. I
sizes.
appreciate you more than
You're
I
fine.
sound. Like, it
You're
sounds like
I've got the small, medium, and
do.
large version.
For your funniness. But no, I appreciate you. I appreciate
Something
you got
to
to
please
live
everybody.
with that. But it's a novelty for me because I don't live with it.
Oh, I know. Well,
Where's your pussies, Rosetta?
There's days like I go to the video game store with a friend of mine, and he's just trying to do trade-ins, and I'm sitting there against the shelf, and they tell him the price they're willing to offer him, and I start ticking "FU" over and over. He's like, "No, it's just tickets, because they're like, excuse me, because they feel, well, we'll pay you this much, and I start saying "FU" over and over to him.
We've says it can make hundreds
I
in
could
one
see
batch
you be the
mini
best
bites.
person. Like, Weasweld, I feel like I know that name from like years ago.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time. We've
Oh, well, Jeanette, I've known you for years. Jeanette, I don't know if you know me, but I've known you since way back, from the Grow streams even. That's why I didn't have to, I had to unsubscribe and resubscribe, but I didn't, when I went to your channel, when I was first told about you, I was already subscribed to you. Saying.
You know,
Because
they
remember
the
back
ones,
in the day, I used to be
they the ones
Tamara
I've got. Look,
the Kiwi. Yeah. No, Jeanette, you've got to make them for my birthday.
I know that you know. I know Jeanette knows me.
I'll tell you when. I want
Yeah.
cock. I want cock
Yeah,
biscuits.
Weaves has been around for since year dot. You know what I mean? And I've
Oh
known
yeah, I
her.
knew that you knew that I knew that she
I know
knew that
you
he
know
knew
that I
you knew that I
know.
knew.
Jeanette knows me.
Yeah,
I know
see what
that
I mean?
I know
They've got
that
a
you
small,
know that
medium, and
I know
large
that
one.
Jeanette knows you and you know
All
me.
right.
Weaves World, I'm sure you remember me.
I mean, if you used to go to God the good ones, whatever.
Can
are
we
you
do?
still there, I
Oi, oh
think?
my gosh, Jeanette, for Valentine's Day, cock biscuits with dark chocolate and white chocolate.
Is that zoomed in because mine is way
joking.
smaller than those? No.
What
I mean,
happened?
they've even got one here, and it's got a bendy one.
It's not.
Is that random?
It's
Because
not
mine
the.
is way
What
smaller
is
than
it?
that.
It's not the size of the hammer. It's how you knock the nail in.
And that's it. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
not,
we
it's
say.
not
New
how big it
Zealand,
is.
it
It's
doesn't matter how big your
what you do
hammer
with
is,
it.
it's the way you swing it. You better know how to bloody nail that nail, though.
If you know good with your hammer,
Otherwise,
you can always get your creepy tongue out.
Richard's
It's got all
the best creepy
details,
tongue of
got
all,
lines
isn't it?
and everything on it.
Especially if it's long.
What, Richard's tongue?
Our tongue's not.
We've said he'll just do the icing.
I'll just do the icing.
Oh, stop it. That's a bit too creepy.
Last time I made them, right, we went to this meetup, and I even put the dots on the balls for ears, and yeah, you know, the Jap's eye bit, we cream round it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I made them look realistic.
Well, then you should have made another mold of a woman's face with cream on.
But you see, at the time, I'd only got white icing.
Jeanette!
I mean, if I'd have thought about it,
Jeanette,
I could have put
Jeanette,
black dots on the balls. Go on, Tansy.
Jeanette, were you there when we found out about clitoris all sorts? Were you there for the clitoris all sorts?
Yeah.
I can't say it without
I were on
giggling.
that screen, yeah. Because if you remember, I looked them up, didn't I?
Clitoris
That was
also.
funny.
Yeah, clitoris
Nothing wrong with
also.
Oh, yeah,
clitoris
you're
also.
You know, if ever I'm rushed in
There are a lot of
hospital,
fatty
somebody
lollipops.
delete me search history. I need somebody to
Oh my
delete
God,
the
I
search
never
history
thought about
if I'm
that.
ever admitted to hospital.
Yeah, I thought that. I thought, God, if I drop dead and
Oh my God, what if I die
my
and
brother
they
and
see what
sister
I've been
come in here and
looking
fire computers up and they look at my bookmarks and think, what the fuck?
I've got a really creepy
Barefoot, how are you?
pink of boy.
Hello, Barefoot. How are we doing?
But yeah.
Hey, Barefoot.
And if I've
Barefoot
got
John,
time, I'll
Mr.
delete
Barefoot
it
John,
myself.
hello. I
But
feel
yeah,
like you should do
you know,
the
if I ever get admitted to hospital and I have to go there in a hurry, somebody delete the history on me phone, please. Just saying.
Nobody's going to do that. And
you know,
for me,
this is the thing.
Your daughter's going to find my search history.
This is the thing. There's only me dare search for things, if you know what I mean. Like clitoris
Hey,
also.
well, what's Google for if you can't Google it?
I mean, I Googled clitoris
I'm
also.
more concerned about my porn
product.
history.
It's a product. You Google the product, and that product is out there. Clitoris
It's
also.
still in my search history. I've just I delete all your weird baking, Jeanette. Hey,
Just think about your loved ones finding your box of sex toys after you die.
Clitoris also. One too many, and you'll go Bertie.
Jeanette, for Valentine's, no, I swear, for Valentine's Day, Jeanette, you should do the penis cookies, but you've got to do a little bit of white icing.
Tim's just sent me the exact thing that you sent me the other day.
Gummy bears. Yeah, I sent it the other day. Tim sent it me and I forwarded
Cummy
it to
bear.
you.
Oh, cummy bears.
Yeah. That's
Gummy
what-
bears.
I've never seen no cummy bears.
Gummy bears. Obviously, they're white.
I'm a cummy bear.
Gummy bears. I've never heard of them before. Not cummy ones, anyway.
Yeah.
No, I wonder if they taste like cum.
Aren't it what?
Well, fire. Picture change. We ended up with a pink cock.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, like, what are you looking at, Jeanette? It's like, can we send you notifications of vaginas every day?
One of them. Oh, clitoris all sorts, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the clitoris all sorts. I like
Yeah.
how they have 2 fingers. You
Oh,
can't do
you
it
have
all
to-
with one, boy.
I noticed
It's
how
a
you
fruited
mentioned
flavour,
clitoris all
naughty bit
sorts. 2
nice,
fingers
one
came
full
out. What's all
finger
that about?
It's not on Amazon, Gary. It's on a thing called Mankind,
Can't beat the old clitoris all sorts.
funnily enough. But yeah, the clitoris all sorts.
Are
do
they
exist.
salty? Why do people keep saying that vaginas are salty? All the vaginas I've eaten have not been salty.
No, I think he's on about
They're
the
being
gummy
sweet.
bears.
Oh,
I
the
think
gummy
he's on about
bears.
the gummy bears.
Oh, I was going to say, I think you're eating the wrong vagina if they're salty.
Fair burger.
Sounds like salty. The more
You can't have a food burger without a
Salty
cum
seems
shake.
way too
You
sweaty.
just can't.
We've
The more-
says Mankind is a crazy. Oh, have they got one at Meadowhall? Didn't know that.
what's
Yeah,
that?
some-
Mankind? I've never heard of that before.
That's that site where they are.
All
It's
right.
on a site called Mankind.
Right.
So if you want some actual clitoris all sorts, go to Meadowhall, Richard. It says I always want to buy everything.
Do you know
in
what,
there at
Janine?
Meadowhall.
I'll just get you to order them. Do you know what, Janine? I'll get you to order them and then you can send them to me and I'll pay you.
Yeah,
I don't want it on my history.
put a few penis cookies in, you know. Can you imagine them at what do we call it? Opening it and thinking it's a sus package, and all there is in there is clitoris all sorts and penis shaped cookies
And gummy bears.
and gummy bears.
And what about the Cryptos as a hairy MacMuff
I would
There
be
is
happy.
or deep fried pube?
I
according
don't
to
get,
them?
I don't get no loving in my world.
Oh dear. Wine bums. Have they
Must
got
be
some of
good.
them? Wine bums.
Wine bums. Yeah, wine bums. Wine bums. Has Tam's fallen asleep?
Oh,
Is she
yeah.
frozen? Oh no, she's still with us.
Oh, they do. I've got one at Meadowhall.
What, wine bums?
No, one of them Mankind, it says here.
You can't see me, right?
I can see you.
Well, it's frozen at the moment.
Oh, you're frozen, yeah.
But yeah, they've got one at Meadowhall. Yeah, it's in the food court. Oh dear.
Oh dear. What's your dad been in the food court?
Is somebody stuck in there? I can hear the door keep rattling. Oh, Well, all it's showing me, I've put it in search engine and it's showing me bottles of wine or
What are you about?
wine bums.
Wine bums?
Yeah.
Evening.
Yeah. If you're
Hello. Are you watching?
if you're a wine connoisseur, look, you can drink it straight out at bottle.
Bloody hell. That's going some, isn't it? A wine glass that attaches to a bottle. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. What do you reckon to that, Tams?
Hi.
A wine
am I
glass
doing?
that
I've got-
attaches straight
Wine
to the
glass on
bottle.
top of a bottle, so you don't need to keep pouring it out in your glass.
Well, I don't drink wine, but if I could stick that on my bourbon can, for sure. That's a good idea. But wine, imagine drinking wine like that. Ugh. Do you know what would happen if I drank wine like that? I'd become psycho. You wouldn't be my friend because I'd pick a fight with all of you all the time. I don't drink wine.
Yeah.
I learned when I was quite young.
Here's a good one, right? There's a Kama Sutra poster, and you have to scratch it off every time you've done a position.
Oh, it'd be like a scratch and sniff.
Oh, well, it would stay that way for 1,000 years. I'd never get to scratch anything off.
I like a good scratch and sniff.
I can do Kama Sutra with myself, but I'm sure those positions aren't on there. You've got to have someone to play with.
Yeah, it's like playing Twister on your own.
Honestly, you.
Yeah,
Twist on your-
I
don't know what I feel about
I've
this
got
here.
one for you men. I've got one that suits you all you men down to ground. It's one of them stress balls and it's shaped for a tit. And it's actually one of like a stress ball.
It's bigger than my tit even. Here you go. It's even bigger than mine.
I'd rather have the real
And I
thing.
have little
than
ones.
ball. That'd relieve more stress if it was a real thing.
All my tits do is get me in trouble because I keep wanting to show them to everyone. I'm going to stop trying to show them to the world.
Reeve says I had one
Yes,
of them
get me in
swing it round
bloody
by the
trouble.
nipple and it exploded. I don't think you're supposed to do that, Reeve. You're supposed to squeeze it. Turkey tits.
Turkey tits, what's that? You get one to gobble.
What are turkey tits?
Gobble,
You know,
gobble,
when
Are they
you
gobble.
like
visit
sets that
Turkey
hang?
and get you know, a new pair of.
No, mine don't look like that yet.
Like turkey
They are
teeth.
growing little wrinkles. My boobs are growing wrinkles around the nipples because they're getting smaller.
I was doing it for scientific research.
So getting like
testing
these
its
little
durability.
wrinkles.
Now this is a novelty, right?
If
Who
the day
wants
comes
the
when we're
light
going to
down
cut
this
them off,
toilet
I will
bowl?
trying.
What the friggin' hell's that? A light?
It's a light.
Oh
down
no,
the toilet
I've
bowl.
seen that. Jeanette, I've seen it in purple and I want it. I want a
We've
purple
got
toilet.
purple, pink, blue, green. I don't think it's yellow or orange or red.
I could
mean,
literally
who wants
stop
to
using
see
light
where
bulbs
the-
in my
where the-
hallway. If,
You know where the log's going. That's
it's
a
not
bit
about that.
extreme.
It's about it being nighttime and you're trying to save power. Think about the power you'll save by not having to turn on the light.
What happens when you need to change bulb? God, that must be a
I
massive
think
mission.
about it different, I guess. I'm all about being stingy. Oh, that reminded me. I've got to pay my I've got to pay a bill. I'll do that after. Oh, because Santa Claus come to my town.
Santa
That'd be
Claus.
nice. Imagine if that happened. If Santa
Yeah.
Claus come to my town.
He'll come on Christmas Day.
All right, never mind. I'm a dirty old lady who doesn't get sex, so I talk about sexual shit all the time.
Santa will come
That's the
down your
thing.
chimney, don't worry.
I'll get over
Yeah,
it one day
it-
when I
it's
grow
one
up.
for Richard.
Apparently.
That doesn't explain why I talk about it that much.
Put your pot noodle in a cup and get a good old stairway pot noodle stirrer.
Oh, I'll buy it.
Hey, up, Weave says Blades won him some dosh tonight.
Why would you pay money for that?
The Blades
Jeanette,
won
why
me
would
some
you pay
dosh.
money for something like that?
It's 20
really?
quid, I know.
20 quid?
There you go, Weave. Better off being
Why
a
would
bird
you pay
than
for
a
that?
weed.
Like, why would you pay?
Why would you pay what?
I don't know, Chris Wine, I think. Why would
He's
you
going on
pay
about-
for something a fork can do? Get a fork out of the fucking fork out of the drawer and give it a
I think it's like
Why would you pay
the
$20
novelty of
for
buying
that?
somebody a gift like that. I don't, that's.
But getting the novelty shit getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Shit used to be funny. Now it's like literal shit people will use. Like, dude, let's encourage the world to get lazy.
It's weird too because there's some things I see and I'm like, that's instantly great for certain disabilities, but you got everyone else using it just so they can save that for it. It's like lazy fucks.
Hey.
That's it. Well, on that note, I'm going to close it down because
my mum has told me what I'm getting for Christmas. My mum has brought a 2-for-1 deal, right? Of a grater, $100 cheese grater.
I thought you said a vibrator.
That's what I'm getting for Christmas, and a $20 potato peeler. Like, dude, no, a cheese grater, mate. $100. I've got 3 fucking cheese graters in my cupboard, and every time I shave off my knuckles, I don't need no
thought you said a vibrator
$100
for a
one that's
minute.
going to
You've
chop
got
up
a
my whole
very
hand.
I need
No,
to.
she doesn't
yeah.
love me
Anyway,
that much, Jeanette.
I'm going to get going, and I'll see you all tomorrow on Richard's Live, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Don't be square, be there.
I hope I see you all. I might be alive.
I'll see you later,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks to everybody for coming up, and I'll see
But
you
I
on
will be a
Richard's tomorrow.
triangle, so suck it.
Bye.
You're a square girl.
Bye. Good night, everyone. Crypto, weed grills, all the shitters, partners. God.
Callum likes that one.
I'm kind of a ticky mess today.